first corner is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as you get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for Split 2 with a great start from the front runners and the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field in behind. Another old race from through 1 already. Davison and Sinisa wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Bowen. And the rolling was finally up the front all evening as well. Phase there, Katakazinas.
Yes, you did.
Labouring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 17 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. We're not going to stop. Sean Ratcliffe by now as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway, James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stone Street on the straight as they run round turn 2. Dodge and Warboy being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stone Street off the start. There's no other way to say it, Sinka. I think it was Iracing off of the Will Brown and just absolutely Superman punched him straight into the wall on the left hand.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a place we were last night. Autodromo Hernandez Rodriguez, the place in Mexico we all love and have had some epic races here at SRW. The track is 4.24 kilometres, 31 degrees Celsius outside at a high altitude of 2240 metres. Not that it's going to affect us in this simulation, but in real world it probably would. Iracing hasn't caught up to those sort of things as yet. We are into round 5 of 9, so this is the halfway point of the season, and we have had some spectacular racing and some spectacular times out there. Some new faces, some old faces, all competing for the title. Let's have a look from the AMs going on forward, who is where and what's going on with the scores and the championship. We have got the overall standing in front of you. The beautiful red line that cuts off Australian Open Wheel Nationals is where the boys are all aiming. Top 13 will go into the Australian Open Wheel Nationals, competing against FDL, Gentlemen's Sim Racing Club, and all the SRW boys in that top half. We have got Geordie Slater, newcomer to the series, with a cracking bit of pace up there, only 2 points ahead from Ryan Cox, and a further 43 points there from JB Davis. The title battle is up there at the pointy end already, and Greg Barber is there in the 4th. So we're going to see a very, very close fight for the end of the season. Cole Ridley is a further few points behind, but doing an exceptional job in 5th place. Dougie Gowans has had a bit of an off season, and for those of you who follow us in Discord will know that Dougie is retiring from the AMS role so he can get more practice and get himself up the pointy end. In 7th place, we've got Jed Van Ermert, further 119 points. Greg Cook has got the Pro AMS title very closely gripped in his palms. And then we've got Thomas Sonny Cena from SLM Academy in 9th. Brandon Levin from Team SRW in 10th place. And this is where the battle gets really tight and close. We've got Timothy Schmellenberg, Jason Depp, Lachlan J, Nicholas Martin and Mitchie Noble, all fighting for those illustrious top 13 positions. So we'll see how that goes tonight after the Enduro that we have. So lots of battles out there, hot track, tyres and fuel and strategy all in the mix. As we go to the 16th place, Andrew Martin, who's down here in Melbourne working on the pit crews for Sandown. Alex Azikas in 17th place, Ray Oliver in 18th. 19th place, Matt Tesario, Cam Hardwick in 20th. In Callum Rosenator, 21st, Nicky Schmellenberg, 22nd, Chris Tomlin, 23rd, Joshua King, 24th, Jason Douglas, 25th, Callan Hodgkinson, 2016, Dean Sigley, 27th, Nathan Verney, 28th, Marcus Watson returned to the series last week in 29th, and Phil Leach in 30th place. In the final few places, we have Kev Wakefield in 31st, Andrew Proctor 32nd, Stevie Daniels in 33rd, and Brad Anderson in 34th. Now, welcome to the room, Mr. Biggles, my cohort on Wednesday nights. How are you, Mr. Biggles? And please, if you're out there viewing and my mic is doing some crazy things, let us know.
Muy bien, Senor Steve. Gracias. It's here in España, of course.
Gracias, amigo. Gracias.
Rodriguez. Yeah, of course. I was enjoying those tapas up there a little bit on the down there, actually, in the audience out there in this fantastic track. Really elevated up here too, high altitude racing up here in Mexico. But being a relatively new track to iRacing, it certainly is exciting. At least the once or twice that I have been here in the past, and I've been here in the Super Formulas before. Not the Super Formula Lights, but the Super Formulas. And so I'll tell you what, it's a bit of a cracking, especially that long straight. As our practice session is over, my friend, time for some qualifying.
Yeah. Well, we've had some racing on this track already this season. We started off the GR86s 2 weeks ago, where we saw havoc in the first corner, the way the beautiful tyre wall is placed. Then last night we had the V8 supercars out here. And what a cracker that was. That was an amazing.
Yeah, we're talking about the green room, weren't we? Are you expecting more of that racing action tonight?
I am. I reckon this is going to be an absolute ripper of a race. This this track is, well, let's face it, it's made for the Formula Series. It's cracking the way it's laid out. The corners, the chicanes to the final corner are spectacular. So it's awesome to see, and the drivers are going to handle this crazy. They're gonna be loving every minute. It's one of those tracks that I wish I was out there with these boys to show some of the pace that they've got. Is going to be an absolute charm to watch.
Fantastic. Everybody's practically jumped straight out of their pit garage into the track as well too, because the qualifying course is 15 minutes, but you want to get out there and get as many laps as you possibly can. Now, Ryan Cox is the first one out, and because you really wanted to be out there tonight, Steve, guess what? I'm going to put you in the hot seat of Mr. Ryan Cox as he's about to start a hot lap, and then you can tell me how to drive in Mexico, amigo.
Well, one of the things that you probably wouldn't follow is my advice on how to race, but I tell you what, you need to be using as much of the track as possible you can on here, and be wary of some of these curves. We've seen some damage come out in the 86s. Really important lines coming out of the final corner and getting that exit right over the curves, making sure you get your traction down early and use as much of the road as possible. This part of the track on the Racing's form is going to be really deadly. Coming into here is going to be tough. The exit of the pit is right there as well, so you're going to have issues, guys, coming out, especially when you get a couple of these boys going 2 wide, 3 wide. I think my other camera just disappeared on you. And then coming through here into this tight left and right. Again, stay off the curves as much as possible. These boys are going to be brave, but some of these boys in the AMs are going to try to get the center of the car across that curb, and those jagged edges are going to do some damage. There's no way they're going to be able to avoid that. Coming through the baseball part of the stadium, which is going to be spectacular and a great place for the crowd to go wild and a little bit of fun. Again, using those curves sparingly where you can and touching all apexes wide as possible. You can see the way the car's bouncing across there. So in the wet, that was an absolute murder the other night. It was taking cars all over the place. The runoff across here, they're going to take advantage as much as possible. There's going to be a few people calling in, and offline overtaking is going to be easy, so they're going to have their eyes open on who is breaching that and who's not, and getting on the pipes real quick to stop that from happening. But again, coming through the back end of the stadium, have a look how much curb Mr. Cox is taking. He is taking full advantage of it, and I dare say that you wouldn't want to take any more than he is, because you would have damage afoot. Now, iRacing across the whole of this track has got some dubious runoffs where it doesn't let you, where it doesn't penalise you, which is unfortunate. But if people are going to take the complete piss, I'm sure race control will get involved. We've got a few people saying hello. Mr. Hudson is saying the mic is good. Fantastic. Jaden Brandon, the crew, let's go. Mr. Davis. Nicholas Martin's going to be a good one tonight. Sad not to have Andrew Martin, Dad, alongside with me tonight. Dad is in Melbourne working on a beast, I hear. And there's going to be, there is a couple of people that we are missing tonight, which will be actually down here in Melbourne for the event. But run us through the top 10 times at the moment, mate, while I reset my system.
That first lap that you did see at the moment for Ryan Cox was a fantastic banker. It puts him basically half a second the rest of the field there. Dougie goes into the P3 from Jed. So absolutely stunner of a lap, certainly because that was the first lap. You mentioned it as well too, my friend, how much they can go literally outside all 4 wheels outside that white line. You see it almost there in the background. Yeah, that's a big no-no, of course, in Formula One. If you try that, of course, everybody will be on the horn complaining about it. But in this situation, iRacing will allow that. But how much can you stretch it is going to be the key too, because too many of those off-track excursions, you're going to get that little yellow flag that shows up next to your name, just like Kyle Ridley. And that is a slowdown, and you can say bye-bye to that lap as Ryan Cox is going quicker out of the stadium sections at the moment. Will be another slam home run. No, it won't actually. He was just playing for his speed, I'd say. He's just backed off. Yeah.
Oh, you know what he's done? He scrubbed his tyres.
Ah.
What are we going to see out of Jamie Davis tonight, mate? We have seen him in some flying form at the moment. He has been exceptional out on track, strategically as well as pace-wise as well. He's been positioning himself in the place he needs to
and he's positioned himself
be.
in.
That's what we were talking about before.
Yeah, you can hear all those
That's what we were
Mexicans
talking
cheer
about.
for him
Be
as well
greedy.
too. I mean, they won't be booing him because
yeah.
he's not, he's not, he's not Lando. They'll be cheering.
He's hiding. He's going to do a sniper.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Especially
That
because
was one of the points we're talking about. That was like a rimming on a skateboard, yeah?
Yeah, well, it's also, you're at the end of your lap too when you go through the baseball stadium, so it's a little disappointing. The good thing about it, of course, for the Project 36 driver, he'll be like, well, you still got yourself a bit of time here in qualifying, so it shouldn't be too bad for him. 9 minutes to be exact, so you get yourself 2 or 3 laps in.
And don't forget, we will have the full 15 plus the, you cross the line before the 15 minutes goes through.
Keep an eye on this. Purple's at the moment
Enduro
fighting the
tonight.
car. Oversteered it a little bit, but is that going to punish him for the runoff? He had a purple sector 1. You can see it was almost like an uncontrollable slide into the corner. Now he's into that final section at the moment. As I said, is he going to slam this one out the park, essentially, because he's going to be going through the park right now. Had that cost him an off track? We'll see whether or not this will count. Look at that. All 4 wheels outside the white line. Don't matter around here in iRacing. Let's see if it's going to dethrone Ryan Cox at the moment for the fastest lap of the race.
How's he going? He's done it nicely. He's got himself a 136.021. Cracking bit of time. Wow, yeah. 7 1,000ths of a second. That is ridiculous time. Will be interesting to see how the top 10 come out tonight. What I was going to say is completely left my mind. But we've got the second screen working now as well.
Oh, yeah. Nice. And nice little picture. I know. Oh, hang on. I'll get that sorted for you, mate. Yep. It's all right.
Yep. I've had to reconnect it, unfortunately. But, this track, an hour race, is there going to be tyres involved in it? I say in the boys that aren't up there, as in, pro level, they're going to probably destroy their tyres, the rear end sliding around on this track. The pro-ams and the pros a little bit less. They're probably going to be able to drive this thing all the way through. I know that if I was out there, I'd be changing tyres, but, we'll see what happens. Hutto reckons big spreading quality times. I dare say a few will be laps behind tonight. Look, it's in the V8s. There was a portion that wasn't a lot, but if you haven't practiced this track and you haven't been on it because it's such a new track, you will suffer because your approach to these pits like this, if you don't get your first entry right into the S's, you will get them all wrong all the way through, and you want to be right on point straight away. As we can see at the moment, Jed is having a cracker again. And has he gone any faster?
Yep. 2/10 almost. How's Ryan going to respond? I got a feeling, unless Dougie can get up there. Dougie's qualifying of late hasn't been that great. Dougie's, of course, race pace is absolutely brilliant. But I think Ryan, I think it might be a little bit of one of those old-fashioned Wild West showdowns between Jed and Ryan Cox, mate. Let's see.
Jimmy Daniels is sitting under the overpass in the end there.
You'll hear the cheer from the Mexicans.
Got out away. I'm just wondering with these track limitations, whether the next patch, next major patch, whether they'll tighten up some of those off tracks because there's a real lot on this track, a real lot.
What's the bother of painting the white lines if everybody's going to completely go over them, mate?
Correct. You can literally take a massive parts of the corners in some sections off it and get nothing at all. So it should be interesting to see what happens going forward. Yeah, Mexico is a hard track to find time. It is. You need rhythm. You need a lot of rhythm. It's one of those tracks where there's a lot of left and rights, and you've got to take that first corner in, hit your apex right, and then your flow through the rest of the track should be quite good. So there's a double right-hander through there. You've got to make sure you get that right so you get the exit right. It all ties into each other very, very neatly.
Yeah, it is one of those tracks. If you make a mistake early, you will punish big time, because it's also a relatively short lap time. 1.5. Oh, that's a snap right there. There it is. So Carl's going to have to back off and get ready for another lap, because there's no way you're going to make that time back. But speaking of making
Cox
time,
has got himself a second sector purple.
Yep, he's responding. Look at that. He's chucking it in the corners. That's what you got to do, my friend. You got to basically get.
He might have cooked it a bit too deep then.
I think he did. That's going to cost him, especially how close these two are at the front.
Yeah. we were watching last night. We had the left hand exterior camera going on. Here's Coxie coming across. Has he improved? No, that lap was about 8/10 slower with that bit of sliding that he did. Now, we were watching the external camera, like from the door booth on the V8, and watching how close they get to some of the tyre walls. And, oh, my God, it's nail-biting. It's nail-biting. And these boys are going to be just the same. They're all, as they get more confident, they're going to push closer and closer and closer. The question is, are they going to back it off a little bit once you get to that extreme, or are they just going to keep getting tighter?
Well, during qualifying, the beauty, of course, of iRacing is that you absolutely smash your car up, or your pit crew is going to magically get down there and patch it up before the race. So in the dying stages of this one, especially with these drivers that are pretty happy with one of those fastest laps they have, and now they're going to stretch it beyond the limits of the car, yeah, you would probably push it into a fact that, you right now with 3 minutes remaining, just shy of 3 minutes in this, you push it to a fact if you've been it, that's it. Okay, fine. But at least you went for absolute limits, as Jet is right now at the moment. Trying to seal the deal, I'd say, there on Ryan's. He's got 2/10 up. Will he improve in this one? I don't think so. The final couple of sectors were down a little bit by half a second, actually. Yeah. So now Ryan has to respond. Yep. Thomas didn't do a pretty good bad job, but he's got himself up in P3 as well. But they are almost a second off these two up the front.
Well, Dean hasn't come out and spun yet. He looks like he's staying in the pits. He's probably having tech issues again.
Don't go pick it on Dean. Dean, all right? you leave
We've got a few people that have really suffered tech issues this season, big time. And not that my brother's got lack of personality when it comes to, or lack of knowledge when it comes to tech. Yes, he does.
Ryan's time's not enough here. This is probably Ryan's last lap to do anything about Jet. Jet could probably afford to back off at the moment if he wants, not by too much. Yeah. Up to Kyle, Greg Cook, Jamie Davis is still out there as well too. Looks like Thomas and Dougie are in pit lane, so that might be enough for them, even with an out lap to come back in. This is up for Ryan. Let's see what Ryan can do to get it. And also, you got to think about, because I've only been here a couple of times in iRacing, which it ultimately is the pole position the best position to be starting the race on, because it is a relatively short run down into turn one, so you could get your nose in there.
I think it's positional. I think it's not too bad. It's not too bad. From what we've seen in the other cars, you definitely need to get a good start. Definitely need to get a good start. You can't lag it at all because it is such a short distance. But so far, what we've seen, the pole position's been pretty powerful. It's been pretty good. Question we've got, that's a lot of off-track. That no penalty for that. Check look at that. That was a lot of off-track.
I know.
Interesting thing at the moment is that both Jed Ermit and
continue.
Yep.
This could be it.
And Ryan Cox.
This is his last chance too. You're not going to get another lap in. Hopefully that won't throw him off. That was one of the flares that one of the Mexicans threw out there.
Oh, he might get around one more time. He'll get around one more if he keeps going, gets a good exit out of here.
I think he's got it.
He'll have enough time to do one more lap. And he has gone to...
Yep. Wow.
Oh, he's dipped him. Oh, ladies and gents.
Jet's got to respond now.
2/10. Yeah, he definitely will need to respond. Greg Cook for the Pro-Ams is doing extremely well as well down there.
Qualifying has been
getting
amazing.
Himself Callum Rosenator. Yeah.
This is it. So not seeing any major, well, you don't see him down the bottom of the screens there, but we don't know what Jet's got at the moment.
Thomas Cena sitting in third place. I bet you the young lad's done
He's done amazing, and he's basically sitting pit. He's parked it at the moment, going, I'm pretty happy with that. He'll start in the second row, essentially, at this point, unless anybody can, because Dougie's not out there. Kyle could, Greg Cook, Jamie Davis. Oh, no, he's parked it on that one for Jed, so he doesn't have enough in the tank. So up to these drivers of Greg, Kyle, Jamie Davis. I don't think anybody else is within that pace, because you're talking about 2 seconds off the pace currently in the moment. So, if anything... you're probably looking at a second row.
Dean's got himself a whole heap of greens there as well. And they're not ones you put in aluminium foil. But he hasn't completed it without a penalty. What I was going to mention before was the interesting thing out there is that the two fastest guys are guys that are transitioning from the F1 game.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They
would have a lot of experience in this track because it's been in the F1 game for, I think, a couple of seasons now. So,
yes,
that's a little power slide there, a little bit of screen time there for Kyle.
Too much love.
Yeah.
There goes the time. So anyone who's across the finish line.
Greg's improving. Greg's improving. Jamie's not, unfortunately. Yep. Jason is. You can see Steve Daniels down there. A couple of personal bests. Greg could get himself a second row. I mean, he's already the quickest of the Pro-Ams, but he wants to separate himself from Callum.
Daniels got Cam Hardwood's got a meatball.
How's this too? Greg Cook's going to be the top Project 36 car, and he goes to the second row in P3. What an amazing drive. This is a Pro-Am.
Did he get a toe early on?
I think he did, actually. I think he was working with Jamie Davis or whatever to get himself a little slingshot.
He was. Very smart teamwork, because they are both fighting for different titles at the moment, and that was some great smart teamwork by Project 36 to get Mr. Cook up the pointy end and to get into third place. Oh, my lordy. What?
That's why Project 36 are a good racing team, mate. I'm sure.
Have we got anyone left?
We do. Nathan's out there and your brother.
And Dean.
Yep.
Has Dean got himself a completed lap?
Oh, you get it. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he has.
19th, my friend.
He has. Yep.
And Nathan's out there for his final lap as, let's see what Mr. Vern can do exactly. He's in 12th at the moment. Let's see if we can improve. Hey, he could chuck that up there and go, I'm going to join you, Greg Cook, in the Pro-Ams. Let's see. It's on personal best.
Definitely see, and this is going to be interesting because there's going to be. That possibly cannot. What? That's not a.
No, it won't be. It won't be.
Slow down
for sure. Well, it's so slow out of the exit anyway that I don't think he's going to find the time to improve on that one. You watch this middle
yellow
sector
flag
come
would have popped up from slow down straight away.
No, I think it's just too much time lost anyway. If you look at the middle sector coming through now, it's got to probably definitely be in the orange for him. But he's getting screen time. Why not? He's the only driver out there.
Why not?
Yeah, see, there's the orange up there.
Few different angles, top and bottom.
There you go, Nave. Thank you, sponsors.
Going through.
Oh, that's it. So
yes. Yes.
Qualifying zone.
Lolly. Well, tonight is going to be a lot of fun, ladies and gents. It's we are going to get these boys to grid up and get ready for an hour long. Bit of strategy, bit of tyre management, and everything else that goes in between for this cracking series. These boys out there are going to be super fast. Some of these guys are transitioning from different formats to this, and they're showing some beautiful skill and racecraft. Ladies and gentlemen, the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Round 5 at the Autodrome Hernandez Rodriguez is set up as we see it now. In the first place, getting pole tonight is Ryan Cox from Tatum Res Tech. Only by not even a couple of tenths, 1 tenth to Jed Ermit. In third place, Greg Cook from Project 36. Thomas Cena in fourth place from SLM Academy. Dougie Gowan from FTR/SLM Motorsports in fifth place. Cole Ridley, teammate to Gowan's SLM Motorsports in sixth place. Project 37's Jamie Davis in seventh. Jason Depp from Velocity Racing Team in eighth. Callum Rosenator from SLM Academy in 9th. In 10th place, Timothy Schmellenberg from JWM Sim Sports. Matt Cesario from SLM Academy in 11th. Nathan Verdi from Pace Syndicate in 12th. We switch it across to Stevie Daniels in 13th place from LCR Esports and Chris Tomlin from LCR Esports. Nick Schmellenberg in 15th place from JWM Sim Sports. And Kevin Wakefield, who has transitioned across to LCR Esports in 16th place. Cam Hardwick from SLM Academy in 17th. 18th place from Andrew Proctor from LSLM Academy. Dean Sinkovich from Team SRW Motorsports in 19th. And our race director tonight is Joshua Horton. And our race steward is Mark Cochran. In last place is Nicky Martin from Get a Grip. Tonight we have a few of our drivers out there in the real world. With Sandown coming this weekend, they are all down here in Melbourne getting ready for some real world action. Good luck to those lads and ladies that are down here. I hope they have a spectacular run of luck on track. We are getting ready for an hour of amazing fun. Any early predictions there, Biggles?
Anything can happen. Going to be a showdown, I think, between Ryan and Jed to see who's got the best tacos in all of Mexico. Amigo. But keep an eye out for Greg Cook as well, too. Could be a bit of a shock surprise. Have we ever had a Pro-Am win the Super Formula Light Championship before?
We have, yes. Not the all-out championship, but we have had them win a outright race. Yes, we have. But this is going to go the Chef Beast Mode Davis. This is going to be an absolute cracker. We've got the bottom camera from Nathan Verney. I'm not sure if I can get a nose shot from him. I can. There you go, a nose shot. Not sure if that's going to be a better one. I think that's going to be a better shot from the bottom camera. Ladies and gentlemen, the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship is go! The boys are all going as they come across. It looks like one of the lads, like Rosinator, has bogged it down and not get it off the line, but we can see the front row. Ryan Cox is taking it wide all the way to the left-hand side, and we can see Jed Hermit trying to go from the outside. The boys are already fighting it out, and we're going to see the battle all the way through the night. Greg Cook is taking the inside line. That's Jamie Davis and Dougie Gowans battling it through as they come. Oh, we've got a rotator. We have got a rotator. That is Stevie Daniels. He's got himself all the way around as they're coming through. The boys at the pointy end are showing us how it's done. Jed Hermit, Ryan Cox, Jamie Davis and Dougie Gowans as we see Kyle Ridley battling it out there with Greg Cook. Greg Cook has gone 3 places down. Ridley has got the inside line. Both very respectable, giving each other a lot of space as they're coming through. Then we can see the boys from JWM, Thomas Schmellenberg with Thomas Cena finding along, and then across Jason Depp and Matt Tesario chasing places as well as they come through. The pack has come through nicely. Everyone is looking spectacular, and we are starting to settle down already, and we haven't even done the first run. Looks like Rosinator has got himself a meatball, but I'm not sure how because he bogged it down on the start.
Yeah, very interesting couple of cars that went off. Steve Daniels there and Smellenberg have had a little bit of a moment as we're seeing a nice little battle at the moment between 9th and 10th between Chris and Jason to go through the stadium section for the first time in this race of an endurance race. That's close to the fence, my son. Definitely. You can see the position changes. So Jed got the jump on Ryan into the first couple of turns, gets the lead of this race at the moment.
Bottom screen we can see Nathan Verney having a look at Kevin Wakefield as they're coming down, and then in the top screen we've got Schmellenberg and Cena going 2 by 2 into that same corner, just a few 100 metres ahead of these boys. Nice and clean all the way through. Kevin Wakefield's trying to outbrake Mr. Verney, but it's not quite working here. He's got the front run, but his rear end is not looking as stable as Verney's coming through there, and they're hunting each other down again. Bit of a cam through the wings that we can see at the moment. Oh, bit of a sneaky inside turn there by Schmellenberg. Yeah, I think he got him well aware. Oh, we've got a rotator. Kevin Wakefield, who was being chased down by Nathan Verney, has done a self-spin with the pressure. I think it might have been a little bit too much, but we'll go back with some action. With the boys behind them because we've got Nicky Martin and Cam Hardwick having a bit of a slugfest already too. Mate, this is going to be a lot of battle packs all the way from the top to the bottom.
Yeah, look at this 3 at the moment too. You've got to give it to Jamie Davis, the Project 36 on fire. At least one of them. So unfortunately, as you said, Greg Cook down 3, but Jamie Davis up 4. So a great start for him. A little bit of a smoke block up the road there from somebody, but he's under massive pressure from Dougie, the old dog. He knows how his racecraft is much better usually than his qualifying craft. He's got Kyle Ridley hunting him down pretty quickly, and then you've got Mr. Greg Cook down the background. I'm sure at the moment that Jamie Davis will be like, Greg Cook, come up here at the moment, help me out, mate, because I'm under a bit of attack. But then again, Dougie's the one more under attack than Jamie is.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit too close for my liking from Ridley. I'd be a bit scared being that close. Is he going to be able to pull it out and just try to take the inside line, or is he going to sit on the skirts? Wow. That was a risky draft all the way down and then not to do anything at the very end. I don't think it was worth it. Bottom screen, Verney on Hardwick is taking the inside line, so he's done well. Yeah, I don't know, mate. That was that's a long way to go, drafting that long and not trying to pull out and do something.
Whoa, as you're going to see a little bit of a mistake at the moment, but I don't know if Ryan's going to be gained to put it up. He will.
Oh, he's in there side by side. Oh, my God, they missed contact, but they've come through beautifully. Oh, I tell you what, you're in Mexico and you got some cojones to do that move. I tell you right now.
Yes. Muy bien, absolutely.
Wow.
That was,
Wow. If that was Carlos Sainz, you'd be going, vamos!
I'm also right. Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing about it too. In
Crazy.
an endurance race, you don't mind giving up a place if you have to. There's no point in losing yourself a front end plate, a front wing or a rear wing, or essentially getting into the fence there.
Not that early.
Yeah, it being an endurance race, it's okay. You give it up. I've told this before when engineering drivers in endurance races. It's okay. It's just one place at the moment, and you're endurance race. Of course, obviously, if it's 5 laps to go in a sprint race, you're like, 100%. Don't give it up, mate. Battle for it. But these drivers know that it's a long game here, and Ryan's back into the lead for this one.
Yeah. Mr. Hudson goes, Ridley's fuel saving. Yeah, he's fuel saving. I get that, but man, that was way too close. If Dougie just tapped that brakes a little bit earlier than he expected, that was a bit too risky, even for fuel saving there. That's
Callum's
I don't know. It's just skill level, and I don't have that level.
Yeah, Callum got damage on that one. I didn't quite see. Have you seen anywhere where Callum got some damage? Because he's on the meatball clock there for the SFL.
It was from the start because he hasn't completed it. He hasn't completed the lap.
Let's have a look at what happened real quick. Well, we'll see if Dougie will not get. Dougie's back up on the gearbox again too there of Jamie Davis. So is he happy just to sit here at the moment? It's also dangerous. It'll keep you sharp, won't it? Especially for the old gun of Dougie.
Yeah.
You blink, my friend, and you'll be straight into the tailpipe of the Project 36 machine. So you're going to have to be definitely sharp on your toes.
Sharpness is the key today. Keeping on point, making sure the rhythm's right, making sure you're hitting your apexes.
Through the corners there too. Look, he's not overdriving it. Not overdriving at all.
You know what? Dougie's been practicing. Definitely been practicing, and he's got a very good practice partner. Mr. Phil Vella helps him out every now and again. But have a look at Dougie. He's got to go. Is he going to go for it, or is he going to?
Not through here, mate. No. He realises it's too risky.
Oh, we've got car 63. Was it 63 with a penalty? Doesn't look like the boys have linked up to our for the race control messages to come across.
It will come up on the main screen. Sorry, I don't have the picture.
Okay, I just can't see it there. That's okay, cool.
Yeah.
Who was the car? Was it 65?
65, I don't see it. Oh, yeah, that's Cam.
Is it Cam? Not sure.
That's the car 65, if that's what it is. Oh, here we go.
Here's Dougie Gowans having a look. There you go. He's just gone through nicely. Jamie Davis is not going to fight this. He's not going to fight this at all. And we can just tell the way Jamie is. He's just in that mode where it's all right, you can pass me and we've got another hour of racing. I might just sit behind you for a while. Mr. Martin and Vernie are having a go there at the top screen again. But I can see that this pair of Gowans and Davis are going to be battling along on their own. And then these boys at the top of the screen now, on the bottom of the screen, they're going to be doing their own little bit, Ryan Cox and Jed. And we are seeing these two boys around each other for a while now.
Running with
Greg
the balls,
Cook
mate. Yeah, in the red here in Mexico. And look at that.
And
Jason's watching this from behind going, all right, boys.
Yeah, Schmellenberg, Cena, and Depp all sitting within 3/10 of each other, having a good little look. Depp is just thinking, all right, boys, let's go. If I was there, I'd be egging them on. Come on, you can do it, man. You can pass him. Have a crack.
I'll tell you what, he's seeing red right now. He's seeing one red.
Oh, look at that.
Passed, exactly. Looked like Thomas just lifted off a little bit.
What happened then?
No slowdown.
That was...
No yellow flag come up next to
no
his
slowdown.
name.
No, I think he's just... He's just backed off. Maybe his just approach was wrong and he thought it's not going to worth risking and hitting the wall. But the boys on the bottom screen, you can see them there, our leaders. There is 9/10 between Cox and Jed. Jed's in second place at the moment. Dougie Gowans and Jamie Davis are a further 6.5 seconds behind
Tom's gone in.
them.
That's why.
Thomas Cena. What's he got? Damage or something? Oh, has he got... No, hang on.
I didn't see any damage.
Has he gone in with quali fuel maybe?
Oh, anyway, we'll go back to the start of the race. This is what happens with
that's only like 6 laps. We're only 8 minutes in.
And you will see a little bit of a, shenanigans on lap 1. That's what happens, my friend. There,
yeah, a little bit of puff of smoke's going to come up.
There, contact coming in
the Magic
corner.
Dragon. Oh, was that a rear end tap?
Yeah. Just a little bit too deep in the chicane. Maybe hit the chicane and forced him in currently at the moment to Nick. And this is also the situation with Kevin Wakefield as well, back on lap 1, if I'm not mistaken. So not too bad considering. It's a relatively new track for a lot of the drivers too, unless of course they've been. Oh, he's just locked up going in.
It's locked up there. That was a bit weird.
Cold tyres, very start of the race, mate. I mean,
Yeah,
very
I
much
did a good job in
possible.
the livery, didn't I?
Pat yourself on the back. mate.
All
Pat
right, so
yourself on the back.
we are at the 10-minute mark, viewers, and so far we've got a couple of battle packs, a couple of boys that have been up and around each other for a while. Davis and Ridley now. Dougie Gowans has pulled away from Jamie Davis, and Ridley and Davis have now got a battle going on. At the moment, we are in
And Greg Cook's
with Greg
catching him.
Cook.
So that's working
Yeah.
perfectly out for the Project 36 as well, too. James going to help him get
Well-
a tow. James going to get maybe past Kyle. Oh, that's a little bit of, wheel to wheel. Bit
Yeah.
of trading paints, my friend. He gets past at the moment.
Yeah,
now
that
he's
is
going to be
trading
like
paints.
on the horn saying, Greg, okay, it's your turn. He wants to be the number
Yeah,
one
I
driver in the
think-
Project 36 team.
I think a bit of smart driving there as well is maybe backing him up a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a long race ahead, and getting two teammates along each other could do a little bit of fuel saving. And not a little bit, but a lot of fuel saving. And a smart bit of driving there. I do love the team perspective when I see team drivers driving and backing the drivers up.
You reckon Max would do that for
Up
his
and-
team, mate?
And, blocking.
Have
He
you
probably
ever
would have
seen
done
Max,
it for
you ever
Ricardo,
seen
but that's
Max
about the only
ever
one he
play
would
the
have
team
for.
game in his life? I don't think it's ever happened, mate. He needs to take a book
Yeah.
out of Project 36's racing, that's for sure, mate. Because, but of course, Kyle in that lovely pink livery at the moment. He should be. I mean, if you're happy to sit there behind Jamie Davis, they're about the same pace between them, so he doesn't need to do anything drastic. Of course, will he want to lose that position to Greg Cook? Naturally not, but remember, Greg Cook is also a Pro-Am, so if, as mentioned out there, Ridley perhaps fuel saving, well, it's the place to fuel save is behind another car. Within about that half a second range, which he is, so you got enough time to react if there's a mistake. Of course, you don't want to be too close like what you saw with Dougie before, because they make a
Fuel and
mistake.
coast, you can catch
you're in
that
trouble.
draft and then fuel and get coast like that last little bit of section as well, because you've got the draft drag you along.
Yeah, he is now.
And then just
if he
brake
pulls
and
an overtake,
monitor your
he won't
braking
pull an
early, so
overtake
you-
here. Look, you'll be happy to
No.
follow Jamie through this corner.
Yep.
So that goes to show
But
me that
it's a safer gap.
yes.
A safer gap than what that first lot was. That was just
But
like,
now
is
he's
that
gone
early
for
in the race too much? But Ridley, he's had enough. He's thinking, I can't handle that monoxide anymore. You're splashing all that stuff in my visor. I'm going to have a go here. They're side by side. There's a tough right-hander coming over. Jamie Davis will push him out wide, take that as much as he can. But Ridley has more overlap than he needed to, and he's got it done nicely. I'm not sure if Jamie's going to be too... Oh, I thought he was going to a bit of a lunge there under brakes and have a look at him, but not quite. But he is going to be not too disappointed with that pass. He's got his team out behind him. So him and Cook can work together now for the rest of this race till the first pit stops. We're expecting about, around the 25-minute mark.
Okay, I was about to ask you that, so thank you very much for answering that. So that's the thing
I'm
too.
just
Also
carrying on
drop
past.
back and fuel save as well too. You don't know. I mean, that's
Yeah.
1 or 2 laps. You potentially, if you drop back, you're going to save just a little bit of gasoline between them. We're going back further too, between Jason and Timothy. Remember, Jason's a pro class.
Here's Jed.
Tim's Pro-Am.
I thought he was going to have a go there, Mr. Depp, but he didn't quite have that push all the way through.
Timothy's definitely, what do you say, punching, what's the word? Punching outside your weight class, for sure.
Yes.
He needs that.
Batting
because
outside his weight class.
remember, at the moment, he's 7 seconds and change down the road from his main competitor, which is Greg Cook. So he doesn't really want to be held up too much, or at least cost him too much time fighting with Jason here. So Timothy, he's once again, he's focusing on the number 42. Which is Greg in first in class. That's what he needs to worry about. There's a wiggle up the road there from Tim.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, he got very, very loose through there. He sort of overcorrected it a bit and nearly lost that car in a big way.
Callum's gone
Mr.
around
Hudson's
too.
watching this.
Oh,
Yeah, Mr.
that's a dangerous
Who's
place.
that? Is that Callum Rosenader?
Yep. That's
It is.
I didn't even have the
he's
cameraman over
he's-
there.
Well, he was definitely doing a what's his name in Austin Powers then.
But I think it was Leclerc at one time that hit the fence, wasn't it? Coming out of the exit of the stadium. There it is. And didn't hit the fence, actually. Just had a full spinaroo. backs up cleverly, doesn't hit the anchors until now because he realizes he's off the racing line, and hopefully his spot has
Really
told
hard
him
place
that,
too.
Austin powered it out of the...
You've got to watch your relatives when you're across there. Mr. Hudson, you're watching. What are you expecting the first pits to go? You guys did admins did the fuel levels. Am I correct in assuming around the 25-minute mark? We'll see what Mr. Hudson does. But these little boys are still doing extremely well. There a bit of team plays going along. We're watching the Project 36 boys coming. Jed Van Irma is now a second and a half off the back of Ryan Cox. So you can just see the gap opening up slightly. The pace difference isn't a lot. It's about 4/10 in the last lap, but Ryan Cox is lapping us at the moment at a 1:35.529. Closest to him is Jed with a 1:35.837. The rest of the field is sitting around the 3.7s, 3.6s.
And an important thing for Jed is to make sure that gap doesn't get too big between himself and Ryan. Right now, in an endurance race, a sub 5-second gap is perfectly fine and manageable, which you can make up in pit stop strategies and so forth. You just don't want that to get over 10. Over 10 seconds, you got a bit of work to do. So it's early days. He's got time, and Ryan knows he's not safe as well too with that lead, so he has to work. And then I'll tell you what, those teams right there, at least their spotters and so forth, will be starting to crunch those numbers. They'll also look at the track map, which I won't chuck the track map up because for some reason in the software that I have it's reversed, so it'll just throw you completely off. It's like we're down under, mate. You're looking upside down. But they will be also looking at that to say, where can I get my driver out in clean air? A little bit of a lock up there from Timothy. And will Jason just elect to sit back and didn't attack it completely, didn't want to risk it for the biscuit, as they say. He's like happy to say, all right, well, you made a mistake.
All from Jace, there was not even a look of it.
If it was a sprint race once again, I think he would have absolutely gone for it. But being an endurance race, it's a different way you tackle this scenario here. And here we go. Carl might have been
Ridley's had enough.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't know if Jamie's too worried about it at this point.
Oh, he's still giving him a bit of a run for his money. In fact, he's going to help. He's like, Greg, how about you take him, mate? How's this for a Project 36 sandwich for Carl Ridley?
Oh, he's blocked off. He's locked off Davis. Now Greg Cook's got himself a nice line for him. If he can hold the pace coming through, which he has done, that's an exceptional move there by Cook. Is he going to be able to hold him on the inside there as he comes around, making sure they all give each other space? Double right-hander. Ridley's got to give him space as well, and he has done so. That was a great bit of work there through those boys, and you can see them in the top view from the bottom camera, as we can see them from the fin view from the back of the wing. But great bit of driving there by Greg Cook and Ridley and Jamie Davis, giving each other a lot of respect.
Yeah, and you'd have to say Greg Cook as well too. If he feels he's a bit quicker, will there be a switcheroo of team orders between the Project 36? Or will they switch their strategy up a little bit too? And say maybe you go in, let's see what your times are. Is it still too early to go in? Perhaps we're 17 minutes into this race with 42 minutes to go. Are you going to stretch it to a one-stop as well? That's probably going to be the key, isn't it, this evening, as they get very close to that fence there? I'd have to say one-stop could do it.
Look, if they can get it up to the 30-minute mark, I'm not sure what fuel level was set, but have a look at this. Greg Cook's having another go down the main straight. He's got the inside line on Ridley. Is Ridley going to fight it a hell of a lot? He's tucked straight in behind him. He's seen the pass down. He's going to have another look on the outside to get a bit of run, but under brakes, not enough to make anyone go anywhere at this point. Cook is driving out of his skin, and as you say, batting well above his average at the moment. And Jamie Davis is in his usual form, just sitting back and waiting to see what happens as they come through.
Yeah, you always got to keep an eye out for Jamie Davis in the time that I've been commentating him. He's a very late charger. He's one of those racehorses that, if when you see him come out of the gate, you're like, I don't think he's going to win this. And of course, late into a race, you're like, come on. You're slapping your leg like.
You'd want him running the Melbourne Cup.
Yeah, you want him running the Melbourne Cup, exactly. So yeah, keep an eye out for Jamie because he knows it's an endurance race. He's got a clever head on his shoulders, and as well as Carl. And you got to think of the pressure that Carl has at the moment. He is surrounded by two Project 36 cars. He knows they're working together. Carl's like, I'm all alone here, so I'm trying my absolute best to deal with this situation. It's always difficult like that, isn't it? You feel like
Davis is the mongoose, mate. He's
you feel like a couple of bullies around you, don't you? A little mistake there on a slide from Greg Cook there. Will Kyle pounce on this one? As going to get ready to go down the main straight, start another lap for these drivers on lap 13. More about the time, of course, I'm 20 minutes into this race. Overtaking opportunities down here into turn 1. If he will go for it, will be the key. And he is.
Sniff. He's not going to give him to him easily. I don't think he's far enough up against him at the moment to make it impact. He's got the nose ahead just a little bit, maybe enough to make it go through. He has done enough for Greg Cook to break a little bit earlier and play it safe because it's a long race to go. Bottom screen, the boys are having a bit of a go here. We've got Nicky Schmellenberg and Stevie Daniels going through.
For it too behind Greg here, behind Carl. Carl's I
think Cook is. I think Cook let him go. Look at the run he's got across there. Davis has had second thoughts about it.
Yeah, well, first rule of teammates is don't take your teammate out, of course. So that's going to be going through the mind.
Yeah,
that's the one thing Kyle could be safe to know. He's like, okay, the best thing for him is to have the Project 36 cars battle themselves, because then he knows that they've got to be more cautious about their own teammates first. And so they're not going to do as much wheel-to-wheel racing as what they would with Kyle himself for the SLM Motorsport entry. So
they wouldn't risk it they wouldn't take the risk. It'd be very calculated. They'll race each other, but they'll be smart about it.
Yeah, exactly. But it also means that they'll back off a little bit, which means that you're not going to be just absolutely chucking it in like you would if you're racing an opponent. So that's one thing that Kyle at this place, I think his best position is to try to keep them behind him. That way, if they battle themselves, there's a good chance that, inevitably they could take each other out, and Carl will have a big smile on his face. Well, actually, he probably won't, because he'll be like, he's loving.
Dropping off slightly now. He's broken. He's just about out of the toe. He's in the 1 second mark, so he's nearly out of the toe at this point. And Jamie has seen the extra pace out of Ridley just that last lap, so he's trying to stick with him at this point. I don't think he should let him go. Dougie Gowns, I was about to mention before, is sitting in no man's land again. He has got himself 10 seconds in front of him and 10 seconds behind him, so he is just in cruise control. Actually, his last lap was a 1:36.47, so he's only about 6/10 off the pace of the boys at the front, but he's doing about 6/10 faster than this battle that we're seeing in front of us.
Dougie likes those quiet races. He said it before in interviews when we've had him on the podium. He's like, Dougie, when I'm pointing the camera too much at you, he's like, he's fine with that. He's like, I like, out there racing the clock essentially more than you are racing the other drivers around you, because you don't see them. So once again, old school knows how to drive. He was probably back on his Commodore 64 and the old school games back in the day when it's like 8-bit graphics and you could barely see the corners up the road.
Mate,
he knows how.
Can I tell you that the Commodore 64 company is back up and running?
Yeah,
and they are making
exactly. Heard about that. Yep. And there's
for
a new
those of you
Amiga
out there who are not as old as me and Biggles, they were one of the first consoles that were out there that later on went into the venture of computers.
So does that give Dougie an advantage because he's been racing for at least virtual racing for like 30, 40 years now? Because since the 80s?
I think the virtual racing back in those days was...
Well, it's a couple of lines and some blocky cars, as we're going to see another perhaps pass there from Jamie.
Here we go. Davis is having a go. He's got it done. He's got it done very convincingly and very easily, to the point where we didn't even get excited or raise an eyebrow.
You forgot as well too, Steve, about the hour it used to take to load the games too back then. So,
and the pressure wasn't really in the pass; it was in the S's after the pass. So when the boys come down that back straight and they're coming into the S's, it's controlling the car into the S's is really critical, because you've got that tailwind, and you've got the draft coming in as well, and you've got to make sure you make it clean through there. Otherwise, that whole part is just done and dusted. Oh, bit of a bounce there. Is that where we saw Jamie spin earlier on in qualifying?
Yes, it was. I think it was.
There's a really high
Nick
bit of...
Martin's in here as well, too. Bang, he gets past Jason.
Yep.
So get a grip. Get a performance at the moment. up 13
Yep.
places from Nick Martin. He's got a grip on this track at the moment. He's got one hand on the burrito and the other hand on the taco there. He is absolutely hammering. 13 places up to
Don't talk about
P8.
food, man. I'm on a diet. I'd love a burrito right now. Tomlin and Vernie, I'm going to switch to that at the moment. Dean Sikovic has gone to the pits. I think he's got... as I go to Tomlin, he's rotated the car off the track. So that was unfortunate because him and Vernie were having a great bit of a battle there. Looks like Dean might have called it a night with the PC giving him issues again. So
you might want to bring
we'll
your brother in, mate, for a chin wag to see how it felt at the moment. As we're gonna maybe see.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the audience leaving at the moment.
What happened? Commodore 64 was awesome. Exactly. David knows out there. You guys used to have your motorsports show, your podcast. I mean, so hopefully you're going to bring that back again soon too, as well.
We are thinking of doing that again. We want to do it again for 2026. It's just a matter of I've gone to a new house in the last 12 months and getting things sorted there and getting the facility set up because we had our own green room and everything. So green screens, the whole shebang. So it was a virtual studio, which was awesome fun. And we really loved it, but we're looking at doing some expanding on what we were doing back then and taking it a bit further, and also bringing it into the broadcast too. So we'll see what happens.
Grab your bro if he wants to have a bit of a chin wagon, because we've got two battles at the moment there between Jamie and Kyle and Greg. They're still at it. Nick Martin and Jason. Well, it was of course Timothy, but at the situation, we're having some situations happening around here. That's a big switcheroo, I think. I think Greg Cook and Jamie Davis have had a massive switcheroo between them. Jason's actually... Sorry, my apologies. Jason has gone around somewhere. So he's dropped back currently at the moment to P11. Not quite sure what happened there because he was battling up there with Nick Martin and Timothy. Here's the replay. Look at the background there, the purple machine. I think he's made a mistake on the exit there.
He rode that. Yeah, he rode that curb.
Yeah.
Those curbs are really, you can see how rough they actually are, but unfortunately your car bottoms out sometimes and it's all over Red Rover. Here we go, Davis. These guys are having a lot of fun. They're going to come after this race and they're going to be talking about how good was that to 17 laps we've been fighting each other like crazy. We're at the 26-minute mark. Jason Depp first in the pits. He's triggered the pits. Jamie got a slowdown. Thank you, Mr. Lawler.
Yeah, I think Jason went in because of that little spin. He figured, well, MOZA tried an alternative strategy, and why not? Because he would have lost so much exit speed anyway on that. Essentially, you put it as an in lap now, and so why not? You've scrubbed off speed. Go into pit lane right now. See how you can pan it out with the situation down there, pit crew, and then no safety car out there at the moment. We do have Josh, I think, sitting down there in the Mercedes safety car, or Mark, one of them, waiting to get out there and put a couple of laps in.
Yeah, they've got not much to do at the moment, do they?
No, but feel how Bert Mylander feels at the moment as well too. But then again, I mean, what does he get paid? Like a couple of $100,000 a year, and he gets flying around the world. I think he drives in GT3s. We used to, something like that anyway. But
yes, he did. Yeah,
it'd be a great job to have. Safety car driver for Formula One. I mean, in one way, he's not going to hand it up. He's done it since day one. So, and then coming into pit lane is Jamie.
In the pits, Jamie Davis has gone in. Davis is in. I'm going to flick it across to Mr. Davis.
Yeah, you keep an eye on Jamie down there in pit lane.
Mr. Hudson said any news on AWN? Yeah, we had a bit of a chat about that earlier on, about the cut-offs and everything like that. We'll be picking a date this week on when it's going to be run. FDL have got 2 rounds left. We've got 5 rounds left.
Yeah, let's pull up that.
So we've got to try to find a happy medium.
Top 13 currently, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the one there.
Yeah.
See the couple of boys that are not here tonight. Although look at those 3: Lachlan J, Nicholas Martin, and Mitchy Noble, all at Sandown.
Oh, right.
Very, very interesting. Very interesting. We'll see how that goes on.
Yeah.
But we will find out more next week on the actual date, and give you guys a little bit more notice than usual and a little bit more promotion, so you can get out there and watch it, because it's going to be an absolute cracker. It has been so far. It's not our turn yet, but when it comes to us broadcasting, we definitely will have you in there, mate.
Thank you.
Don't you worry about that at all.
I'm going to assert my name here at the moment there, Nick Martin, because I'd have to say you are the biggest gainer. Look at this. He's up 15 places. He just goes past Timothy before. He wants this one back. A little scrub against the wall there. You see the sparks coming off the front right there of Timothy's stage left, stage right. But yeah, Nick Martin, wow. Absolutely.
Sure.
Yep. Can I put Biggles there, Nick Martin? I'm not sponsoring.
Yeah, you can fit whatever you want there.
I'll put got a grip. There you go. I'd put that one.
Got a grip and get a grip.
You have it there.
Here he goes. He's going to have a look. Is he far enough? No, he's not close enough to have a look at all. Schmellenberg on Martin there. Dougie Gowans is dropped off a little bit more on the back of Ryan Cox and Jed. Jed is now just about 3 seconds off the back of Ryan Cox. Ryan Cox is flying at the moment. He's sitting in 135s consistently, so he's got not much to do. Yes, they are at Sandown this week, a lot of those boys. And good luck to them. I've been asked whether I should go down this weekend, but real life is really busy for me at the moment, and I probably won't make it down there, unfortunately. Proctor's in the pits as well, so we're getting a few more pits being triggered. We are at the 30-minute mark, so it should be interesting. Jamie Davis went at the 25-minute, was it 25? I think it was 25 minutes.
Yeah, on lap 17.
He's going to try to undercut Dougie there or something.
3 laps ago, exactly. He was in there for about 5 seconds stationary. So a little undercut there from Jamie Davis. We'll see how that pans out, actually, because remember, he was right up next to Kyle and Greg Cook. They're currently running their 4th and 5th. So when they do their pit stops, we'll see whether or not Jamie Davis's strategy has paid off. Well, why not? That battling, if he feels that it's cost him a little bit of time or anything. Once again, this is what you do as a teammate, Bart, because that information's crucial there for Greg, his teammate, later on. So you'd be like, if he feels he's so much quicker and if there is a gap out there, let's have a look currently at the moment Jamie is. Well, there's not that much traffic.
He's got not much traffic at all. He's come out in some really good open air, I was about to say. And that's what you want. You want to be out there in open air. Timothy Schmellenberg's gone in. So he's been fighting it there with Cesario and Verney. So he's got to get himself into some open air as well. It's a key at the moment. It's a big track too, yeah. So I think it's 4.5 kilometres if my memory serves me correctly. So you want to be getting out there into some clean air.
Did he make a mistake hitting the pit road at the moment? I'm looking.
That was very close to the wall.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, he rode that curb. He was lucky.
Yep, there it is.
No. Yeah, he lost that bit of traction there.
That's why you head in too, because you've scrubbed so much speed anyway. You might as well just go straight in the pit lane, and otherwise.
What categories? Some of the boys, Cindy, are doing the 86s. Some of the guys are mechanics at the at Sandown for some of the teams as well. So, and some have just gone down to watch because they love the V8s and it's close. Jed talking about a blue flag.
But there's Jez Ryan and there's Jed down the road. Jed's got to clear a back marker really quickly. He's still keeping, well, the gap is now 3.5 seconds, so that's not bad. Yep. Once again, endurance race, I'd say your target is, when I was engineering drivers again for 24-hour races and stuff like that, is to keep it within 5 seconds. And luckily, I had actual race engineers as well, too, in the team that we're engineering for. And they would probably be down Sandown, stuff like that as well. Keep it within 5 seconds in endurance races. Good, that's what you want, and then see how you're going to pan out the pit stops. As Cindy's also chimed into what categories exactly. Well, Cindy too. Well, you'd have to say Jamie's took his pit stop early. We'll see how it pans out later on. He's took it back on lap 17, so that's 33 minutes.
Mr. Vella, welcome to the room.
Interesting. Can you go to
just look at that chat, peeps? You'll see that name says Philip Vella.
Yes.
SRW legend. He's won many titles here for us.
Hello, Philip. So, Philip,
it'd be good to have you back, Phil.
I'm tipping my hat to you
SRW
right
now, it'd be great to have you representing SRW at the AWRN one day again soon, please.
Who else is coming in? Kevin Wakefield's coming in as well.
Yeah, Dean's just called something into the race control as well, so I'm not sure what it is. I think he might have been pulling a pin. No, he's not. He's still out there. Yeah. Wakefield. Yeah, he's still out there. I know he's been having a lot of tech issues at the moment.
Dean's never quit, mate. I can tell you that. From one Dean to another.
He's not a quitter. He definitely will be going. I'm in Bali at the moment, mate. Oh, mate.
Oh, nice.
Have a drink for me
Sitting
too,
on
will
the
ya?
beach at the moment. Well, then again, it's a bit nighttime, but still, you could
grab
be
your-
sitting on the beach.
Yeah, grab yourself a pina colada so you can feel like you're in Mexico.
Do you
Or
like
maybe
pina
just hit the tequilas.
coladas?
I'd be hitting the tequilas. Yeah. I would be definitely hitting the tequilas.
Enjoy the vacation, enjoy the race there, and yeah, thank you for tuning in. Much appreciated. You know, Steve does a lot of work here behind the scenes, believe it or not. He didn't get a chance to drive. Didn't get a chance to do too much.
No, I'd like to get back to the driving in the 2026. But you know what? I'm enjoying the commentating side of things as well. And I want to be there. I don't want to. I'm really getting a FOMO about it. You know, I'm fear of missing out on a sick race and not commentating in a really good race. So
I had that from a
I'm
race
feeling
driver
the
today
FOMO
as
more
well
for
too.
that
Stepped in the
than for the
commentary
racing.
box. He's like, I should be out there racing, but you know what? I'm having as much fun commentating, and that's what it's all about. It's also about having fun. Remember, it's serious racing, of course, in the virtual world. There are sponsors, and we thank all the sponsors that get involved. But at the same time, you know, it's not like that competitive level like F1 where you can't say this, you can't do this, and all that sort of jazz. Jet's in as well too, from P2.
Yep,
so
the boys
he's
are all
trying
starting to come in
really
now.
hard. But you know, you got to have fun. It's the important thing. I always say that to race drivers, producers.
This is the key.
Yeah.
Our whole motto has always been from day dot, it's got to be fun. And if it's not fun, you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, we're not, you know, there's not millions of dollars and thousands of dollars up for stakes and stuff like that here. You got to, Carl's got a bit of a slowdown as well too, which might hurt his in. If you have a slowdown, I would probably take an in lap on that one, but we'll see. Jet's in
Comes
now.
Jed. Yep. Let's see.
There's Kyle. Kyle won't get past him, so Greg Cook heads in for the Project 36. So he's going to mimic his teammate
as well.
that went in.
These are the last few.
6 laps earlier too that Jamie went in, so we'll see whether or not Jamie gets a jump on these drivers.
Definitely be interesting to see how he comes out on. Look, obviously,
I think he's got
get there. The key's going to be Dougie Gowans.
He got Cook, and Kyle Ridley hasn't been in yet, so that's what he'll be trying to get past Kyle. So he'll get past Greg. Greg will be exiting pit road right now, so actually we'll see whether or not he has. There's Greg, and there's Jamie at full speed.
We'll just see him coming out.
That's close. 6-lap pit stop between them, and there they are, separated by half a second again. Not much between them.
Yeah.
And Greg just
The
in the
pace
background.
has been consistent. It's been really close all the way through.
But
These
they're
boys
right
are all
behind
lapping
Nathan,
roughly
who's
at the
not
same
pitted
pace.
yet, so they want to clear him as quickly as possible here, as our race leader, Ryan Cox, is in. If you want to keep an eye on him in the pit lane,
he is come.
Picture in picture.
I will go to Ryan Cox in the pits, and you can watch Mr.
Doug. Well, Doug's in the lead at the moment.
Jed.
It's
Well, you
more
want to see where Jed's coming out.
Jed's currently going through the stadium section at the moment. So here we go. This will be pretty close, actually. So Dougie's, Ryan's out. I know it won't be that close because coming down the main straight is Jed. And out of the pit lane at full speed is Ryan. So Ryan might continue to keep a 4-second gap between them. It looks pretty close around that. And yes, it is.
That's how far away he is. You can just see him over the little dot in the background. So he's got a fair bit of a gap there.
Ooh,
he's done really well. Really well. The next one will be, what has Phil Vella taught Dougie Gowans? What is Gowans doing out here at the moment? Is he going to be able to make up some time now? Is he going to be able to drive on lighter fuel load later through with a fresh set of tyres and come through the pack, do a Stappen? I wish the tyres reacted like they do in real F1. That would be sensational, because then you could play the hard soft and stuff like that. That would be amazing.
Yeah,
that would just turn the open wheel racing in iRacing to an absolute new level. They can do it. They've got profile tyres in other series in the States.
I believe they're working on flat spots as well, which I think is more important to do with flat spots. So if you lock up heavily and you get a flat spot, that'll severely affect your performance. Even like the vibrations that they can add to it would be interesting. iRacing, the good thing that I love about iRacing, like they did with the rain, they take their time. People go, when is it, when is it, when is it? It might take 5 years, 6 years, but they do it right when they do it. And, they always say, Phil's rush in.
Mate, by the time they get the tyres right,
Dougie's in.
Here's Dougie's in. Dougie, by the time they get that right, we'll be driving in holograms.
It'll be all AI driving. We'll be talking. We might even be AI.
We're both on Dougie at the moment, mate. I'll go on Jed. There's Jed coming past at the moment. So Dougie's in there. Dougie was about 10 seconds plus
Kyle's in too.
behind. So let's see if he's done anything. Ridley's just gone in as well now. So Ridley on Jamie Davis. We saw them very close there with Greg Cook. So where is Ridley? I'll get him in the pits so we can see how he comes out at the moment.
There's not a... I don't
Phil
see a
reckons
massive
magic was always inside Dougie Gowans. But obviously, Phil, you waved the wand that blew it out. Here comes Ridley. Where are the Team Project 36?
Jamie's coming down main straight now, so I think Ridley's got him.
Oh, he's past them.
Yep.
He's a fair way ahead. Look at that. He's got himself about 5/10.
Oh, it's interesting because remember, Jamie went in.
It's not that much. It's a second and a half.
Jamie went in 7 laps earlier than the rest of these guys. So
Yeah.
we'll see how his tyres pan out towards the end of this race. But no massive strategies so far here in Mexico, my friend, on pit stops.
No, not at all.
Nothing's worked.
Not at
Undercut or overcut have not really panned off, as we're seeing a nice little battle between Matt and Timothy for second, essentially, in the Pro-Ams.
Yeah, and down the bottom, I've got Jason Depp. Oh, and Callum Rosenauer just tagged the wall coming out of the corner, and he's slowed him right down. Depp's all the way on the back of him, trying to take advantage of it. He's taking the inside line. I think he'll get it done because Rosenauer lost a lot of pace tagging that wall, and in front of them is Cam Hardwick, and he's going to feel the pressure coming through. They're still side by side. I thought he would have got a lot more run out. He's finally got the pass done by the look of it, just in the last few metres. Trying to over-under and reclaiming it back, but it's too late. The pass has been done and done very cleanly. That tag, he's very lucky it hasn't ruined his car, but Rosenauer has not given this up. He's taken the inside line and trying to get back underneath Jason Depp, but not enough. Depp has had the cojones to come back across and get that front nose clip done very, very cleanly. I thought he was going to give the car of Rosenauer a bit of a rhinoplasty.
I thought you were going to take it to a Kim Kardashian or a Kardashian plastic surgeon and get something chopped off at that point. I'm going up to Kyle Ridley in the main pictures as well too, because he's going to have to defend off the Project 36 duo again of Jamie Davis and Greg Cook, because he's been doing this essentially for the majority of the race, at least 40-something minutes, and he's had to do it again. This will be a very interesting battle between his drivers when you start getting down to the last 10 minutes of this race. We're down to 18 remaining, so I think it will be a few elbows will be coming out of those open wheel cockpits.
Rotator, Tomlin's around.
Oh dear.
Tomlin's around. Actually, before when I said it was Jason Depp, it was actually Tomlin's car I was looking at. My bad. The lead at the front is I can't remember what it was. I think it was more than 7 seconds at the change, but now Jed's got it back to 6 seconds. The last lap was a 1:35.859 by Ryan Cox, and Jed's lap was a 1:35.6, so 2/10 on there. He's slightly trying to draw it back, but will it be enough? We've got 18 minutes left, and there's a lot of racing to be done there, but I'm not sure if it'll have enough.
It's got to be hammer time at the moment. If you're
hammer
Bono,
time?
if you were Bono, of course,
hammer time?
the old engineer, of course, and a little wide at the moment there for Kyle. It's cost him a position. Actually, it has cost him almost 2 positions, because now he's allowed Greg Cook to come through. He's going to have to battle it back immediately. Once again, he feels like he
time
wants
of
to
the
be
race.
a Project 36 sandwich, and I think he will be under the long straight here. Remember, one of the longest
He's
straights
getting
at
the
least
drag
in the
from his
Formula 1
teammate as
calendar.
well.
Yep.
I don't think. I think this battle's going to keep going. They're going too wide. Is he going to be able to make it enough through? He has made enough through. He's got himself in front of Greg Cook. I think that was probably a little bit experience-wise there as well. I think Greg could have defended that a bit harder, but chose not to.
I think
that's
6
just
minutes he will.
yeah. Well, you know what? He's the Pro-Am leader. He doesn't need to. He's got 2 places. He's got Nicky Martin, Thomasina, and then Timothy Schmellenberg, his next battle pack. So he doesn't need to be there.
But I think Greg Cook, once again, is punching above his weight. He wants to. Remember, he put the car on P3 in this race. So he wants to get himself back up there and prove that he's the quickest Pro-Am driver. in the SRW Super Formula Championship. So he certainly is. And he's got to hang with. He's got to get that slipstream. It's going to be very important for him to keep battling with Carl Ridley and perhaps potentially help out his teammate of Jamie up the road, because that, once again, they are playing a team game very well there for the Project 36ers. Now, Jed is down almost 6 seconds off the leader. He needs to be shaving at this point half a second a lap quicker than Ryan Cox if he wants to get up on his tailpipe and then think about an overtake with 15 minutes remaining in
Not
this
quite
race.
there. He's doing about a second, a tenth or 2/10 at the moment. The pace at the front end, Ryan Cox is really dictating the pace at this point in a big way. Mr. Hudson says, next full replay, show the Rosinator meatball.
I can, yep. I'm not sure if Callum's going to want me to show that one, but you know what? You ask and you shall receive here on the SRW
Well, viewer's
network.
choice.
Here it is, yep.
Viewer's
We
choice.
won't deny the audience's requests. We're not like
Did he
Formula 1
ride
TV.
the curve? Did he ride the
There's no marbles out there either, just too deep into the stadium section. It happens quite often.
Is that the meatball? That's not the meatball,
That's
is
not
it?
a meatball,
Maybe
Bob.
there's another one after this.
There's an accident back on lap 8, but I doubt that was the meatball as well too. I think it's a similar. This is the exit of the stadium, and he's gone. We saw that.
Yeah, this is the Austin Powers moment.
Yeah.
It'll be
I
after
don't
well
have
after
anything
that.
else actually from Callum that indicates a meatball, unfortunately, to show. Unless you know what lap it's on.
Well, we're up to that point of the track when some of these battles are getting a
Start of the
meatball from the
race.
start of the race. Oh, the start of the race.
Okay.
Ah,
From
okay.
the very start. Well, I'll go back to the green flag for a second, and we'll ride on board with Callum. Literally right on board. How does that sound? So here he is. Callum. No, that's not Callum.
No,
Callum's back
Mr.
here.
Ridley.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
couldn't get it started. Just bogged
Yeah, I
down
don't know what he's
completely.
done there.
We'll go back and have a look at that.
That was
again.
strategic, yeah.
We'll get him from the chopper. Sorry, Callum.
I don't know where he got
Couldn't
the
get away.
meatball from, though.
Didn't get.
Did someone touch him? Oh, he's got a bit of a tag
nobody
there.
avoid him.
Yeah. Bit of a
He gets
tag from
going.
one car, but nothing too major. Dougie Gowans is just in his world of his own at the moment. He's just loving it, isn't he?
Yeah. That he is, but once again, the pressure between Carl Ridley and Jamie Davis and Greg Cook, remember, is down the road there by a second, so don't count him out. It's a big, big battle, of course, for P4. Dougie's got that P3 all secured at the moment. Fastest lap from Ryan Cox as well out front there, so that's going to, that's not going to put a smile on Jed's face in P2, trying to hunt him down with that 7-second gap now between them. Jed's going to be like, oh, safety car, safety car, safety car. That's that's what he would be hoping for at the moment. He needs these Mexicans fans to start chucking, burritos and tacos and stuff like that all over the track there. That perhaps cause
Get some
cause
rubbish
them-
in the pit. Or you can just get them running across the track like they did at a few weeks ago, and they said it was Lawson's fault.
Oh, or was it the Australian guy that stood up with the Australian team or whatever, and the track invader for the Australian national anthem? I don't know if you remember that guy.
Yeah.
Notorious track invader. As Thomas goes in the pit lane, that's quite late there.
He did that in the Australian Song Qualifier.
Right.
Thomas Sander is in. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, that's
Whether it's a pit drive-through.
Second pit
Looks like it
stop.
might be a drive-through.
no black flag showing next to his name.
No. We've had no penalties dished out tonight so far.
Yeah, they've been good boys, mate.
Not that I can see anyway.
Conker pass, maybe Jamie. Oh, Jamie's very wide on the outside there.
Yeah.
And now
That's
Greg
the battle
Cook's
at the
gonna
moment,
punish.
viewers. 65.032, no further action. Oh, that was a blue flag car. Okay, so that was Cam Hardwick and the Jed Hermit had called out blue flag, getting in the way sort of thing. But the boys had a review of it, and there was nothing to complain about at this point. But these three here have been putting on a show tonight, and
Jed's got
Project
the fastest
36
lap.
has been...
But it's not going to be enough.
Yeah.
Is it? 7 seconds. No.
No, nowhere near it. It's only 1/10 faster than Ryan Cox's last lap, so it's like 7 seconds to go. it's going to be all over Red Rover. But minor play, look, it still doesn't matter. At the end of the day, every point is going to be critical for this championship because we've got close pro-ams and close pro fights all the way through. So every point's critical. They want to get up as high as possible everywhere they can. Even down the back where Stevie Daniel is fighting it with Andrew Proctor.
Yeah, there it is.
As you can see him coming through.
So
and
no Jordy
it,
Slater. So he won't get those points. Ryan Cox will be getting a big, probably boost, probably factor into the Leaders Championship.
Yep.
Jamie Davis will be happy with that. He's getting some points there. Greggy is not here as well too. Carl's going to get a big boost, and Dougie will get a massive boost as well too, and as well as Jed. Sorry. So, bit of a switcheroo in this championship at the moment, mate. After this race.
Yeah. It's a track where a few people have taken the liberties with, and that's it. Oh, well, look, Dean should change his. He should get a sponsor and put on it, and maybe something like Slice's Spaghetti Place, and just put a meatball beside it.
Deans are faster than you. I'm going to sponsor.
He is faster than me at the moment. He definitely is. He's been that way for a long time now, and I will take that quite nicely.
Who's the younger brother again? I forget between you guys.
Well, you're looking at us, you wouldn't pick that he's the younger one. Let me tell you that right now. But that's due to the fact that he's got 3 girls over 21, and they've aged him extremely in the early years.
So you're the older. So Dean is younger than you.
Dean is younger than me by 3 years.
He's the younger brother. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, 3 girls, sibling. Absolutely. They'll add 3 years to your life, no problems whatsoever.
Oh, yeah. He lost 10 years to his life, mate.
Yeah.
You can see it in his eyes, and just when he looks at you, you can see that, you got that caged lion, faded eye look, it's all happening. But in the bottom screen, ladies and gents, we've got Andrew Proctor and Stevie Daniels going for it. And Daniels is putting some pressure on Mr. Proctor down for some minor points. He's taking the inside line nicely and confidently, and they're going side by side. Will they give each other enough space? They're giving each other heaps of space, but looks like that Stevie Daniels is going to make this one stick. He's bringing in Kev Wakefield. Wakefield's got a bit of a sniff there at the background, and he's going to have a look at these boys too. But the battle is going to continue everywhere here and at the top pointy end. But Mr. Ryan Cox is putting on an excellent show. Got himself out to 6.5 seconds now. So he's actually pulled away from Jed Ermit. And Dougie Gowans is losing pace rapidly. Jamie Davis is 30 seconds off the back of him, but Kyle Ridley is still continuing to put that pressure on. Greg Cook has dropped it off a little bit. What Greg needs to worry about right now is that he's got Nicky Martin behind him, putting the pressure him soon, but Schmellenberg is further 15 seconds, so Greg Cook's got himself the Pro-Am win tonight quite easily.
Yeah, he has, absolutely. Can he help out at the moment, Jamie Davis, to secure him that P4 position would be interesting, because Kyle Ridley wants it, and he's certainly fighting for it. Now he's going to start elbowing out, I think, because there's no time to mess around at the moment. 7 minutes in this
8 minutes to go.
You've got to get the job done.
This is a serious bit. Yeah.
And absolutely. This is also the time that we get those little pop-up sprinklers that Bernie Eccleston was thinking about in Formula One, where you can start splashing the track full of some water and just spice and dice this race up a little bit there. But unfortunately, we're not going to have that. We can do it in iRacing. I don't know why they don't. Just go click a button.
I think Eccleston just wants
rain.
to play Mario Kart with Formula One cars.
Yeah. The audience out there, if we'd have put a poll and say, would you like a sprinkler? Yep, go ahead.
Ridley's just about got it done. He had a look on the inside, but Jamie Davis taking on the outside. He hasn't given up the place just yet. He's opened the car up and making sure the line is as fast as he can. Is he going to be able to get it back? They're side by side as they're coming up to the S's. It's going to be under brakes. Will Jamie take it in under brakes? He has taken it in.
Contact!
Oh, it's contact! It's contact! Oh, I'm not sure which way that's going to go. I'm not sure if Ridley crossed across his path or whether Jamie crossed across his. This is going to be the first job the race control's going to have to do tonight, and a critical one, because these boys have been fighting all night for this. So we'll see what happens here. Who closed the gap, who had right of the corner, and who's going to be responsible.
Well, here we go from the far chase camera. We've got a very fast drone here at the moment in SRW TV, and look at that. Oh, it's 6 to 1, half a dozen to another on that one, isn't it, mate?
There was netcode there. There was netcode there, but the question's going to be from RC. Is he alongside enough? Is there space being given? Yes, space has been given. Jamie's got all of the left there. And then netcode comes into action here. There's still overlap. Ridley turns in before Jamie turns in.
Yeah.
And that netcode's the situation. But the question's going to be, if the netcode wasn't there, would there have been contact? And that's going to be the talking point between the boys downstairs.
I'd have to give it to you because Jamie was blinking a couple of times early in this race, so that might indicate that the connection's not 100% stable. Who's off at the rover? Is that Proctor?
Oh, Proctor's in the wall down the... Oh, no, he's requesting a tow as well.
He's in a dangerous spot. That's a high-speed section, remember, down the main straightaway. That's out of the pit lane exit also as well, too. So they can't get that car recovered in time with 5 minutes in this race. We're going to see a late safety car.
See, I'm not sure if he's nearly on the track, so they're well within their rights to call a safety car. It would be quite entertaining for us. Maybe not so much for the drivers, but have a look at that. Oh yeah, Greg Cook's got pressure of his teammate behind him at the moment. But let's have a review of that incident there with Schmellenberg and Proctor, or was that Stevie Daniels and Proctor? I think it was. If we can have a look at that and see how it ended up in the wall.
I think by himself. Oh, there it is. So there's the contact. First contact.
Oh, with Wakefield.
Bang.
Was that contact of Wakefield? Let's have a look at that again, mate. I couldn't quite see that.
We'll get to the chopper on that one, mate.
Oh, he has nobbled him. I reckon he might be in for that one, Mr. Wakefield. Let's see. Has he changed? What's the gap of Wakefield? Wakefield's a passing car. All right. Has he gone left or has he held his line? Oh no, he's gone across him.
Yeah, it's a tiny bit too bad.
It looks like he's come across him a little bit there. And then, excuse me, Proctor's hit the grass on the left-hand side and that's got him to rotate.
Yep. But this battle's still brewing at the moment between Craig, Jamie, and Kyle, and it's still at it 3 wide. Well, this is where you get your elbows out now, mate, because we're down to 3 minutes left, and I don't think there's going to be a caution. So it's going to be battling on track.
Greg Cook is fighting by the skin of his teeth, right? He's got to be careful. He doesn't want an incident where he ends up off the track and loses critical points. He's got Timothy Schmellenberg like 20 seconds behind him. So if he overfights this and gets himself out of that position, he could lose that top spot. 20 seconds is a lot.
Jason's gone around too, mate. Want to keep an eye on Jason. He's gone off track somewhere at the moment in P15. And so keep an eye out on that one.
Yeah, he's back on now. I think it was just a bit of a snuff of the brakes.
Yeah, I honestly think Carl's doing this because, Carl wants to beat Jamie, and unfortunately for him, Greg is in the way, a Pro-Am. So that's the situation. And why not? You've been in an endurance race. You've been fighting all race long. You want to be... Basically, these drivers are wanting to get P4. That's what they're battling for. Whoa, lift
Jamie
off.
Davis has to he has to readdress to Ridley for contact earlier on. So he has to readdress that position. He's got to also wait till he hears readdress complete. Because has he completed the readdress completely there?
Guess who's bringing this? Nick
I'm
Martin's
not sure if
in
he
the
done
play.
a complete
Nick Martin's just in the play
readdress
now.
is complete.
So this three-way fight's turned into a four-way fight, all for P4, which is crucial points in the championship. But hey, remember, with a lot of these drivers not here tonight, you want to maximise your points, as we're going to see another little battle there between Greg and Kyle.
Okay, we've got a couple of back markers there on the right-hand side. You just saw coming out of the screen and out of focus. But these boys are going for it like crazy. Yes, definitely. Oh, nearly more contact. These boys are living on the edge. That switchover was very close there. That was Jamie Davis and Kyle Ridley swapping panels almost as they are side by side, reading each other's lips. I think I just saw Jamie give him the bird, but I could be wrong. Martin's coming on the inside. Martin's getting 3 wide. What's he doing? Oh, my God. I don't know how they didn't end up inside each other then, but Javis got out of that situation very quickly. Martin, I tell you what, he's got a grip of something, and there's some big cojones to do a dive like that this late in the race with 2 minutes left to go. Ladies and gentlemen, the top 4, what is it, 5th, 6th, and 7th are fighting for some critical points. This has let Greg Cook get away, though. Greg Cook in 4th place. These guys are battling. He's up a second and a half up the road.
Yeah, but he won't get the tow. These other drivers will get a tow. I wouldn't be surprised if you're a late betting man to say Nick Martin doesn't steal himself a P4 here. He's just going to hang back there. is insert Jaws music.
Back markers in the bottom screen.
Yeah, insert Jaws theme music right now.
Wakefield's in the way.
As he's hunting.
Oh, Wakefield's in the way. He's got to get out of there. He's got to pull to the right as quick as possible. Get out of the way. He's done so very well and very quickly, I'll tell you what. Can you imagine if he was really slow through those S's then and just concertinaed them right through? Ridley's trying to break the toe. Greg Cook's got him. Kev needs to slow right down now and let these 4 guys right past him and fall over to the left.
Straight,
Don't go back
straight.
on the race line. Oh.
Yeah, he's going to be in the way. Oh, is it going to be frustrating these drivers?
He's in the way. It's contact. He should have got in there. He should have backed off on that straight in a big way, big time, and let those guys go past.
Thankfully, no
and now
damage
he's calling the
around.
incident in contact.
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I think they're okay.
I'm sorry, Kev. As a commentator, you deserved it.
Oh, lock up from Kyle.
My
2 in the corner. He's put some massive pressure. He wants to go on the outside there of Jamie. Jamie's got the racing line. Goes around the outside. Takes it to the Project 36. He's not. I don't think he's thinking about P5. He's thinking, hey, have I got enough time to get myself P4 here? Jamie Davis under massive pressure now from Nick Martin, who's up 14 places, wanting to make that 15.
Yeah. Yeah, the place has come to good. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the final lap. Let's not miss Ryan Cox coming through. Have we seen the white flag? He's down the bottom there. Nearly the time has ticked across, but I can't quite tell if the white flag is out. Maybe race control can tell us.
I hope there'll be another. Oh, a little mistake there too from Jamie Davis. I'd hope there'll be at least 2 more laps in this race. It'll be so much more entertaining, but we'll see. If Barney's going to win.
Jamie Davis has got himself a drive-through.
Oh.
Black flag.
Oh, yes,
is that
he does.
incident points? I didn't hear anything called by race control.
It's got to be incident
points.
points.
It could be incident points.
Yeah. I think that's all over Red Rover, my friend. I think now.
What was that black flag? And I reckon that must be points.
Oh, and be careful. The race leader goes around. Race leader's around. Ryan Cox had contact with a back marker here. He has enough time up his sleeve, but only 10 seconds. But that's race over anyway.
There's Ryan Cox coming through, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to take the flag, even though he's had an incident coming through there. Ryan Cox, ladies and gentlemen, MOZA Racing Super Formula Lights champion for round 5 at the Hernandez Rodriguez circuit for round 5. What an epic drive he has done. Coming across the line second is Jed Ermit with a 9-second deficit. Following through there, Dougie Gowans just strolling along with his little walking frame, making sure he's got his oxygen bottle plugged in, guns out. Gowans is coming across the line in 3rd place after a little stroll.
Kyle Ridley's last
Greggy
chance.
Crook has got the pressure from Kyle Ridley in the last few corners. Ridley is not giving this up as they're coming through the back S's. He has got the toe coming through. Is he going to be able to make a go at it? He's got Cook on the inside. He's coming under the baseball. He's gone. Cook's gone wide. Cook's gone wide. Ridley's got it done. He's got him side by side. Yeah. Was he going to get through clean or not? Cook has got the elbows out. There's contact over the curb. And these boys have left nothing on but themselves on this track. Everything is left on the surface, and they've had an absolute epic battle as they cross the line for 4th place. Greggy Crook takes it. Kyle Ridley in 5th. Nicky Martin in 6th. And Jamie Davis gets across there in 7th place by the look of it. Thomas Cena 11th. Jason Depp 16th. Wow, what a race that turned out to be.
Jamie still shows that black flag, so he might have a penalty after that. He might have a penalty still. It's still showing a black flag, so not being served yet. So Timothy will come across the line. That will be everybody. So we're not 100% secured that P7 overall there for Jamie, because if you're showing that black flag, they might give you a penalty post-race on that one. But
yeah, I'm not sure. We'll find out. Wow. What a cracker. What a cracker. That was amazing racing there. At the end, those boys, you always say, leave everything on the pitch, leave everything on the tarmac, leave everything on the track, and they did everything they could to finish that off. Those last few corners there with Ridley and Cook. What a great bit of drive. Cook driving way out of his batting average, up in 4th place as a Pro-Am, beating Ridley, Martin, Jamie Davis, pros, to get himself in the 4th place. So he's also got himself the Pro-Am win. So we will have in the room tonight for a bit of a chinwag, Ryan Cox, Jed Van Ermit, Dougie, Old Man Grandpa Gowans, and Greg Cook. Wow. On front of here, Jamie served his penalty, but flag didn't disappear. Ooh, he might have got himself another penalty as he was coming in. Well, don't know. We'll see. Yeah. All right, Ryan is calling in that back marker at the moment for that incident, so they'll have a look at that. But ladies and gentlemen, MOZA Racing Super Formula Live at the Autodrome Hermanos Rodriguez. Round 5 has been an enduro, and an epic one at that. With the last 10 minutes, the flames came out of all the cars. Ryan Cox has taken it out from Tatum Res Tech by 9 seconds, almost 10 seconds to Jed Van Ermit, the privateer. Dougie Gowans from FTR SLM Motorsports cruised across the line with his oxygen bottle in third place, 10 seconds in front of him and 26 seconds behind him. Greggy Cook from Project 36 did himself very proud, batting above his average, taking it from his teammate Alan Kyle Ridley, who they battled pretty much for all of the laps tonight. In 5th place, Kyle Ridley battled it all the way to Greggy Cook to the last few corners, took everything he could, and you can see there is not much left on the skin between those two, and he got himself in the 5th place for SLM Motorsports. Nicky Martin was brought into the foe with Get a Grip, watching these boys battle in front of him, slowly caught up to him and finally got his chance to have a bit of a battle with them as well. Timothy Smellenberg, 2nd for the Pro-Ams for JWM Sim Sports in 7th place. Jamie Davis, after serving a drive-through for Project 36, battling it all night with Greg Cook and Kyle Ridley, doing a great bit of teamwork with Greg Cook, and got himself back to 8th place. 3rd for the Pro-Ams, Matt Tesario for SLM Academy. In 10th place, Nathan Verney from Pace Syndicate. 11th place, Thomas Cena from SLM Academy. Chris Tomlin in 12th place from LCR Esports. 13th place for Cam Hardwick from SLM Academy. Callum Rosenator from SLM Academy in 14th. 15th place from Stevie Daniel from LCR Esports. Jason Depp from Velocity Racing Team in 16th, and 17th is Nicky Schmellenberg from JWM Sim Sports. Kevin Wakefield from LCR Esports is in 18th place. Andrew Proctor, 19th from SLM Academy. And 9 laps down, Dean Sinkridge from Team SRW Motorsports. Wow, what a race that was. Thank you as well to a race director tonight, Joshua Horton, and our race steward, Mark Cochran. We didn't get a chance to see the safety car, but as you can see on top of the screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the little notification bell. Be part of what we do every week. Get in there and support these drivers because they need it. It is great to see them out there, and they need to showcase their skills. So like the button and get the algorithms going for us. Mate, that was an absolute cracker. An enduro, battles all the way through. Those 3 boys showed us a lot of racing tonight, and we saw a lot of mid-pack battles as well, which were pretty spectacular too. Last few thoughts before we call those boys in. Yep, I swear I saw him jump out of his car and run over to the pit crew. Barritos galore. Muy rapid. Yes, he was very rapid. That seems to be the word of the month, rapid. Yeah. Well, let's get Mr. Ryan, not Mr. Ryan, Mr. Greg Cook, the new driver for Project 36. Ladies and gentlemen, bringing off 4th place and the Pro-Am winner tonight after some epic battling with his own teammate, Jamie Davis, and Kyle Ridley for most of the night. And those last few corners, oh, my lordy. Mr. Cook, how you feeling, man? How was that hour of racing?
Hello, I'm back.
Was it good, man?
Oh yeah, it was good fun. I was a bit on edge fighting Jamie all throughout the race, but yeah, I was just trying to not crash into my teammate and not crash into Carl because I knew I had the gap to the pro-am behind me, so I'm like, no risk, none.
What about the last few corners between you and Ridley? I
Oh,
wasn't
yeah, that
sure
was
how that
close.
was going to end up. I wasn't sure if there was going to be tears at the very end there either, because you both took liberties with those bloody curves. Almost got airborne, I think, both of you at one point.
Yeah, I was. It didn't look like it was that close in the stadium section on the last lap, but I went back and had a look at the replay. And I'm like, gee, that was very close to tears on the last lap. And yeah, I would have been fuming, but no contact was made, and yeah, we both lived to tell the tale.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts of this track and enduro on it?
I personally love this track because on my F1 days, it was one of my happy hunting grounds. So on here, it is very different, and especially in these cars. But I seem to have handled it well tonight, and second interview in 2 nights. So doing well this week in league
Nice
racing.
work, mate. Nice work, mate. Well, Project 36 is serving you very well. The swap has done you proud. Oh, look at that. As he rode the curb, he's just missed your rear end.
Yeah, you can't do
My
that
God,
in,
that was
in Formula
close.
1 game, my friend. You would be getting a 5 seconds later penalty for off-track excursion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that is amazing. And also the limits on this track are pretty loose as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, but I only ended up with I think 4 track limits warnings, 4 track limits X's. So I was actually playing it pretty safe with track limits. And in practice, there was one curve at turn 8 I was really struggling with, and the exit curb entering the stadium section. So I wasn't trying to flirt with them at all tonight. So yeah, just playing safe.
Got a question, Greg. Yeah, you mentioned about that flirting with the track limits. Jamie got a black flag late in the race. Was that for
Yes.
off-track excursions?
No, he hit a lap car that was trying to get out of the way.
Oh, we saw that earlier, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a contact with
airborne.
with Kev.
Yeah, it was.
Was that the contact with Kev?
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
it in my
I think it
rearview
was.
mirror, and
Yeah,
he went
that's-
airborne.
Oh, not on our
Okay.
screen, but because wow, okay.
Yeah.
On my screen, he went up.
So did he get a drive-through for that, did he?
Yeah, he was on his last couple of X's.
Oh,
That explains.
so he
why.
got. It was contact points. Okay, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Because it looked to me like it wouldn't have been. From memory, I don't think he would have been penalised for the contact on Kev. But anyway, that makes sense now. That does make sense. That's why it didn't clear straight away, because he would have got it through. But mate, have you got your list this time?
I should know it by now with the team and all, but I don't. But
Give me a couple of seconds. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds here and give you a spiel. Ladies and gentlemen, our Pro-Am winner tonight for round 5 at the Hernandez Rodriguez Mexico circuit for the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship, Mr. Greg Cook. And Mr. Greg Cook, who supports you on track and gets you out racing.
Project 36 and all their sponsors, but I don't know them at the moment, so sorry. But I'll figure out who they are, and I'll come back next week and tell you.
And get us a podium and tell us. Well, Mr. David Lawler will be, he's in the chat right now. He can probably type them in for you for next time so you can read them.
Yeah.
But Mr. Cook, well done. Good to have you up in the booth again, mate. It's twice this week I've interviewed you, so it's becoming a bit of a habit, mate. People are going to start talking. Congratulations and good luck for the rest of the season.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care, brother. All righty then. So now we've got, the pleasure's going to be all ours. Where is he? I'll just drag him up. I think we need to put a picture of, what's that old guy from The Simpsons?
Mr. Burns.
Kane?
Mr. Burns.
Here we go.
Is it Dougie Burns? No, it's Dougie Gowns, isn't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, as we bring into the room, Mr. Dougie Gowans, Mr. Burns himself from SRW League Racing, the representative of SLM and FRT, gets himself a very lazy 3rd place tonight, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. I just took an approach tonight where I was going to try and do a bit of fuel saving and look after the tyres and not have to take tyres. But, once I saw that the guys were 9 seconds up the road, I thought, well, that didn't work. Come the pit stop, I was just, just out for a Sunday drive type thing. So, hey, you got to try these things. You never know where it might end up. They could have burnt their tyres out. This track absolutely kills your tyres. Track temp was hot as well, 37, 38 degrees. So, yeah, I just tried something, didn't work. Next race.
Well, this is true, mate. Some critical points. You haven't had the most luck so far this season, so their points are really needed.
Yeah.
So it's good to see out there. We had Mr. Phil Vella out there watching as well. I did give him some credit for the training.
Oh, sorry, Phil.
And he said
it was easy, buddy.
He said all the magic was in you, mate. You brought it all out yourself. He had nothing to do with it. I said bullshit.
Absolutely. Hey, without his guidance, I wouldn't have been able to pick up like I did, and that's been the difference between this season and last season. Once Phil hopped in and started giving me some pointers and whatnot, I was really able to dial in the driving. But this season, like I said, I just haven't had the time to do that, and it's showing on track, and I'm getting tired as well. I'm probably doing a bit too much racing, so I'm certainly looking forward to a break.
I've got a quick question for you, Doug. Because you're old school, my friend, like us. What was the first racing game you ever drove, and what to get?
Oh my God!
Get you as experienced as you are these days, because you're probably driving before half these drivers were born. So,
mate, I have no idea what the game would have been called. It was like just
an arcade, wouldn't it?
No, it was back in the late 70s, and yeah, I'm that old. And it's just like a little box thing that you sit in between your legs with a little plastic steering wheel and, I don't know, make weird sounds and all that type of stuff. I can't remember what it was, mate. No idea. Long time ago, back when we used to throw spears.
So, is it more difficult to drive now than it would be back then? I think it would have been harder to drive back then than it is now. But anyway.
Oh, well, in real life, they were absolute tanks, weren't they? Yeah. Weigh about 10 tonnes.
I have to tell you, we had a driver last week in the rain. Who was it?
Yep.
That was racing on controllers
that.
It was the young what's his name? His older brother is the fast dude in the
Jackson
Morgan
Dahl.
Morgan Round.
Morgan in there. Yep,
came in and
Morgan Dahl
won the AMs on bloody remote on controllers.
Well, these young guys don't. They steer ships and things like that, and drones on controls these days. So I'm not surprised. Right, even submarines are steered by bloody controllers. So, yeah.
Always listen, mate. Dougie, go to bed. You need your rest. You've got a big day tomorrow.
I'm not tired. I'm just.
You sending Dougie to bed? He got to pick you up 2 places. Sorry, Dougie, we didn't point the camera too much at you because you had a lonely little sleep out there in P3.
Yes. Look, I'm hoping to come back at the start of next season, nice and refreshed and ready to go, get some practice under my belt. As you know, Steve, I'm going to be stepping down from the admin duties there at SFL and also with the AOWN. And that's just going to allow me just time to take a little breather, reset things, because it's so hard to keep up with these young guys. Their reflexes are lightning fast, the way they can attack a track, pick a track apart and know where to go to get the pace. I have to practice to do that. So, fingers crossed I can do that again next season when I'm 54 and we'll see how we go.
Mate, you're still a pup, all right?
Yeah, you're still
a pup.
I don't feel like a pup. I feel like I need a needle for the arthritis.
Well, you're like a baby giraffe in the morning, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who gets Mr. Gowans out on track, mate?
Yeah, I'd like to thank SLM Motorsport and also SLM Academy. Matty Keane and all the boys there. They are a great bunch of fellas. So yeah, it's good to be around those guys now. And thanks to you two for the broadcast tonight, SRW and all your main sponsors. And again, as always, thanks for all the drivers, for coming out tonight. And I just want to quickly say thanks to all the drivers, past and present, for allowing me to steer their series. for the last 5 seasons, and I hope they've really enjoyed it and had fun and learnt some things. So thanks, guys, appreciate it.
You're an absolute legend in the living, mate, and it's good to see you out there. Mr. Keane has got a bit of a special moment happening in there. Can we talk about that?
No, I don't know.
Well, I could be wrong out there, but I do believe that Mr. Keane is going to be a daddy.
What?
So, so
He hasn't
congratulations
said
to
anything.
him. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's public knowledge, but it is now. He's probably going to kill me.
Bloody oath, it's public knowledge. Wow. Jeez. Well, the only way to get his wife pregnant is if she tripped and fell on him.
Yeah. So he's going to be a dad. So good luck.
well
Hope everything goes really well for him. While we're out there talking about him, we do miss him in race control at the moment because he's got a lot of family stuff he's got to do at the moment. So good on him, and I hope everything goes really, really well for him.
Yeah. I'll have to go shit for him now.
Yep, go do that. He's probably going to say, bloody Sinkovich! Haven't even told me dad yet.
That's right. All right, guys. Well, thanks very much. Have a good one.
Take care, dude.
See you
Be good,
guys.
mate. All right. Who we got next? We got rid of the old fart. Get rid of him. And next we're going to have Mr. Jed Ermit. Ladies and gentlemen, second on the grid tonight. He had a bit of a gap there. It was almost in cruise control, but ladies and gentlemen, second place, and he's making a consistent podium debut here at SRW, and I'm hoping he's loving it. Mr. Jed Van Ermit, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Oh, it's a bit more enthusiasm, mate. Come on.
Those early battles of
race,
Ryan Cox, mate. How did that feel early in that one? That was
that
was wheel.
It was great to go. I knew he was faster than me, but it was still fun to go around the outside on lap one and try to defend as much as I could.
Well, mate, we were talking about it during the race. Two F1 game specialists coming out and dialing themselves into the Iracing format. And how is the transition going? Because your pace has been absolutely wicked. It sounds like you've just slipped into it and it was like a shoe that fit forever.
I don't know. I don't ever play the F1 games, not before.
Oh, I thought you were an F1 aficionado.
No.
No.
Well, there you go.
There
goes my story. That's just Ryan. I thought both of you did it together. Oh, there you go.
He started on the Commodore 64 back in 1986, right? Didn't you?
I don't think Ted would know what a Commodore 64 is. He's too young for that. But mate, what was your feeling of the track? What's the thoughts on the track and the enduro format on it?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was really good. It was very difficult on off tracks. Well, ended up on 24 incident points.
Oh, really? So you weren't too far off as well.
Yeah. But
wow,
yeah, it was amazing. Really good racing.
25 is our limit for the series. Jamie Davis suffered that consequence at the very end, the contact he had with Kev Wakefield, the back marker. So you were very close as well.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Very
that could have been a different story, one more to go. Yeah, so you would have been watching every Apex, every track. How long were you on 24 for?
4 or 5 laps. Wasn't that bad. I just had a big gap behind and in front, so just slowed up a bit.
Did you know that Ryan had a little spin late when he had a little contact with a back marker into the stadium section? I think you were about 10 seconds to change down the road, which got it down to about 7, I think, later on that one.
Yeah, I did see that. I'd also had a bit of a spin myself, so I'm wondering if I maybe didn't spin, I might have been a bit closer to do something.
Would have been a bit feisty at the end, a bit like Ridley and Cook.
Couple of lockups.
Yeah, nice work,
in the
mate. Nice work.
Section there in the early days of battling. That must have been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
did you realize that
look up.
After that, when Ryan got past you, did you think, what about your strategy that was going through your mind? Like, I think you guys boxed essentially at the same time, or actually you went a lap earlier.
Yeah.
Strategy didn't seem to pay off for anybody here this evening, overcuts or undercuts. So what was going through your mind with race strategy?
Well, I knew Ryan was a lot faster than me, so I just went at the end of my fuel load and just keep doing my own laps. Didn't really have any strategy in plan to attack Ryan, just more to defend from behind.
You know how much faster he was? 12 100ths. It was nothing in it, mate.
Yeah, well, I had a bit of switch in last lap.
Yeah. It was, you're both in the dry air. I think it's just at the end of the day, it's I think those early moments. Once he pulled away, it took a bit of time for you to get back up to speed again. But yeah, you take credit, mate. You had the fastest lap of the night too. Actually, no, you were. Yeah, you were 12/100ths faster than him, I should say, not the other way around. So yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's just getting used to the car and the tracks and getting up there. Your pace is phenomenal, man. So I think it's going to be an amazing battle for the rest of the season. The points difference between the two of you,
not to mention you get a ton of points now, isn't it? Now, because
it was 2 points. You're gonna get some. Where are you at the moment?
He's 7th.
You're down in 7th. So you got some critical points there. You're going to catch up, which is going to be really good.
Yeah.
Well, mate, congratulations. Who gets you on track and supports your racing?
Well, Pole Racing, that's the main team I race for. And also you guys. It's been a very fun series to hop into and try a new car out in. So thank you for that.
Excellent, mate. Well, good luck for the rest of the season. We hope to see many more battles between yourselves and the rest of the fast boys on track. And good luck. And maybe we'll catch you next week again up in the booth. So we'll see how that goes. It's becoming a bit of a habit.
Maybe.
All right. Take care, Jed. Be good, mate.
See ya.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, he had it pretty much his own way after the first 10 minutes. He's taken out the lead and made that race his own. We have the champion tonight, podium one step on the top, Mr. Ryan Cox. How you doing, buddy?
Doing very well, lads. It's nice to be talking to you two again.
I know, mate. We're on first name basis now. You had a massive lead at one point, which just kept extending. Pace was good. I think the difference was consistency was just a little bit sharper. Then Jed's in the end. Jed got the fastest lap, but you were just hitting those markers just a little bit cleaner.
Yeah, it was really good, and the consistency was the big thing because you did have very good pace.
No track limits.
And he picked me for fastest.
Because he gets go off the track.
Yeah, it's insane the way that you have to drive this track. Like, if you don't do that at that last corner, you lose 3/10. Like, it's insane.
Wow, that's a massive difference just for that little bit extra width. There you go. Yeah. So the boys when I was racing, I would get on board and
there was horses
sit in the
back
cockpit
when you were
with
racing,
the fast guys.
Come on.
Well, yeah. Well, back when the TVs were CRTs, yeah. So I would get in the cockpit seat with the fast guys to see their racing line and what they're doing different to me. And that if I was still racing right now, I'd be in the cockpit during practice and watching your racing line. And if I saw you do that, I'd be trying to copy it.
I was a little bit wary of that because I knew that people would be doing that. I was watching YouTube videos sitting in practice.
That's why you sandbag during practice.
Got no one else to go off.
You sandbag.
Should have been. But I think the pace was good enough anyway that I wasn't too concerned. Jed pipped me for fastest lap, which annoyed me because obviously I'm in a position now where winning this title is something that is on my mind. And Geordie being absent tonight, it's a very, very big round to score.
It was Geordie who did the F1.
Yeah, you're on the top.
Well,
you're on the top now too, Ryan. Mate, that's a chunk of points. That's the way you capitalize on your opponents. Exactly. If they're a no show, my friend.
Definitely.
You've
well, you know what? All these people that went to Sandown are going to suffer with some massive point headaches.
Guess what, Ryan? You got a big target painted on your back now because you're now going to be the championship leader.
Yeah, it's something I'm pretty happy to be, but I'm a little concerned I might get a penalty for that last lap thing.
We saw that. Yeah.
We're
going to talk about that.
Okay. I actually missed it. I looked to the right screen to see what the back markers are doing.
I'll show you
as they're coming through, but we'll have a look at it and see how much you got to worry about.
Ryan doesn't want to see it, but we'll have to show it. Actually, I'm going to rewind it a little bit there because you can explain this, Ryan.
My point of view here.
Yeah.
So this is the last lap, and Jed had pipped me for fastest lap, so I was doing everything I could to steal it back off him and get those 5 points. And I was about 2.5 tenths up here at this stage, so it was more than enough. And
Ooh.
these two, I didn't actually know because I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to my lap that they were battling. But Matt kind of goes deep into the corner, and I thought that was him letting me go. So I turn in, and then he also turns in, and there's just nowhere I can go at that stage. So yeah, I thought he was letting me go. And if you like, from my point of view here, I mean, we'll see it now. He kind of goes straight when the car in front of him is
I
turning
don't think
in.
he
So at
saw
that
you,
point,
mate,
I'm
in
like,
those mirrors. Look, that because you just sent
who
it.
knows?
Yeah,
this way.
it does look like he opens it up in the beginning, and then he's just.
Yeah,
But
so
he's
I thought
actually
he was going to go wide and let me go, but
That's like
then
an
he turned in, so
Oscar. Is
Look,
it too
mate,
soon to
at
say
the
it's an
end of the
Oscar
day-
moment?
An Oscar moment? Nah, not quite. I reckon Oscars were a bit more clean cut. That was definitely not Oscar's fault. But at the end of the day, your good thing about it is that the guy who's in second place isn't there, and you've taken a massive gap on him. And even if you lose 10 points or something like that after the race, it's going to be nothing. It's not going to be. It's going to be inconsistent. It's not going to be
Ryan would be
something that's
absolutely
going to.
gutted if he lost that race, mate.
Oh, look, it's not going. I don't think it's going to affect his position in the current table of things. I think he's had a rougher start to the season than that one incident. Yeah. So I mean, you didn't have the easiest start to this season so far. The last few rounds, you've been getting a little bit more luckier, less incidents around you. Yeah.
round one was the big one, the big crash on the first lap. That sent me back a bit. So I've been making it up. My mind. I mean, obviously, 10 points here doesn't feel like a lot, but the mind is set at the end of the season. And if those 10 points that I've screwed up by not just sitting behind them is going to lose me a title, then I mean that's what I'm thinking of now. So hopefully that's not the case.
You know what the worst thing is? I'm the type of person who'll remind you.
Oh yeah. He'll let me know too because he good mates with him. So I really should have capitalized. I really hope that's not what ends up happening. Yeah, it's
Look,
tough.
It's a tough one, mate. We'll leave it to the boys downstairs. I think you called the incident in, didn't you?
Matt called it in, and that scared me.
Matt called it in? Okay, yeah.
I thought that wasn't my fault, so I also called it in so that they.
Well, it's blue flag.
so
It's got to be blue flag conditions as well. I understand that they're racing, but you are the lead car, and they do have the blue flag showing. So to me, I don't think that would be an incident that you would be penalised on because
there's a lot of factors there. There is. You've always got a race to avoid an incident as well, and unfortunately, there's the unpredictability of a black marker coming across you as well. I mean, we saw Kev do it as well earlier on in that race. I'm not sure if you got a penalty for it or not, but that was a bit sloppy at Kev's path. He slowed down. He did what I did a few weeks ago. He slowed down at near the apex. What he should have done is slowed down further down the straight, like halfway down the straight, and let all four cars pass, then tuck in behind them. And I learnt that lesson the hard way. I got a 20-point penalty for that about 3 rounds ago. And that's just being sloppy because I haven't been on track for a while, yeah? But it is what it is. But, mate, great to see you at the pointy end. A cracking win tonight. You are the winner of round 5 at Hernandez Rodriguez, the Mexican Grand Prix. So it's been... Say again?
Love your pronunciation of that.
I've been practicing last.
I've
been the third time we've raced this season.
Yeah, your Spanish is, but it's all right. He's trying. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, look, the more if I should have had a beer, I would have been even better.
Tabian.
Yeah, but anyway, mate, congratulations. It's good to see you at the pointy, and I'm glad to see you. I can hear in your voice that you're having fun and you're enjoying the series, which is the most important thing for me. Good luck for the rest of the season. It's going to be a tough one. We're at round 5, so this is the half-point line. 4 more rounds to go. Who gets Mr. Ryan Cox out on track, mate?
Lovely fellas at Tatum Restec. Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful livery too, so I think there's a little bit of look good, feel good, drive good in that as well. That's probably the biggest thing that's working for me at the moment. And the missus once again sat beside me, who I still haven't turned into a crew chief, but it's in the works.
God almighty.
Behind every great man is an even greater woman. You know that, right?
Well, mate, congratulations. Epic run tonight. And say thank you to your crew chief beside you as well for letting you race. And we'll see you next week. Where are we at, Biggles? I just closed my eyes then.
Oh, the Queen is up there, mate. Hungara.
Oh, 2040 reverse 20. What's your thoughts on that at the Hungaroring? Because it's not the easiest ring either.
I need to buy the track first.
Oh, wow.
From,
Okay, so-
from F1 experience, it's a really
Oh,
tricky place to
if you got
overtake. These
F1,
cars
you'd
being a
be-
bit smaller.
You'd be no problem.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you say that, yeah, the F1 scan of this track is so bad that you're basically learning a new track again. Like,
Yep.
it's insane
Yeah.
how bad it is.
Yeah, it's apples and peaches and oranges, and it's completely different.
Well, I don't think I've
Yeah.
commentated on you years ago when you were in F1. Come to think of it right now. But yeah, you were in F1 leagues back in the day, weren't you?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
plenty.
I think that's where I've recognized your name from before. You quick in F1, you quick in Iracing. Yeah, everybody can look out for you, mate.
Well, congratulations, mate. You've got an epic run to battle with next week. If you do finish first, we'll look forward to watching you come out of 20th all the way to the pointy end again, like you did last week. Congratulations and good luck, and we'll catch you next round, mate.
Thank you very much, fellas. Hopefully I'm speaking to you again next week.
Fingers crossed, buddy. All righty. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Ryan Cox, the winner tonight of round 5 of the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship. Epic drive here for the Enduro, did all the right things. The only thing he missed out on was the fastest lap, which was taken out by Jed Van Ermit with a 1:35.504. We saw Dougie, Mr. Burns, guns out Gowans, take 3rd place. 9 seconds behind these legends from FTA SLM, did the smart thing, stayed out of trouble, and worked his way through into 3rd place. Greggy Crook, the young fella from Project 36, took the Pro-Am win tonight and also 4th place on the grid. Kyle Ridley came in from SLM Sports 5th. Nicky Martin from Get a Grip in 6th. Timothy Schmellenberg, JWM Sim Sports, was the 2nd Pro-Am driver in 7th place. Jamie Davis, who was fighting up the pointy end with Greg Cook and Kyle Ridley for the whole race, had a incident point drive-through that he had to serve and finished in 8th. Matt Desario, SLM Academy 9th. And to finally finish off the top 10 was Nathan Verney from Pace Syndicate. It's been an absolute pleasure, Biggles. Thank you for joining me here tonight. Anything you want to say to the viewers as we say goodbye?
Absolutely fantastic racing. Thank you very much. Good to see you back in Mexico, senors, senoritas. It's been an absolute cracking race. It's been muy bien, and thank you very much.
It has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for pushing the buttons, and not mine, just the production ones. They have been sensational as always. Ladies and gentlemen, please support the people that support Sim Racing World. Night Shift Collection, Shunt Scenery, Warren and Brown Tools, Grib Industries, Phoenix Driver Development, and MOZA Racing for supporting us for 2025 for the Super Formula Light Championship. We have had an absolute blast. Join us again next Wednesday night for some more open wheel action for the Super Formula Light Championship. We will be racing at the Hungaroring, a 2040 sprint race with a reverse top 20. It's going to be spectacular. It's going to be fun, just like it was tonight. We'll be looking forward to a full grid because there'll be no Sandown. Join us again tomorrow night for the GR86 Nationals with Warren and Brown. And then if you are an SRW driver, see you on Sunday night with a bit of wheel-to-wheel contact. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons, and let's see you all again tomorrow night. Thank you for joining us.